What's up, guys? Sorry, it took me a minute to say hello. We are here. Happy Monday to you. It is Monday Night Raw time. Time for a Raw watch-along. Looks like a pretty good show tonight. Main event, Jey Uso challenging Bron Breakker for the IC title. We're going to hear from Drew McIntyre tonight. I think we got Sami and Ludwig, and I'm not sure what else is going on. So hopefully should be a good Raw tonight. It's about to air in 2 minutes, according to my USA Network. And right on, happy Monday to you. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. I endlessly apologize to you guys. I'm so sorry that we were not here to do a classic watch-along last night on our normal Sunday, but I had a gig at work that I couldn't pass up, so unfortunately I had to be there for that. But we're here tonight to make up for it. We're going to be here Wednesday night, too, to watch Grand Slam together, and that link is already up on the channel. If you want to check it out, please do. Hope you guys are having a great one. I'm still kind of getting my bearings straight, my ducks in a row, making sure all of my... Oh, that's not what I want. I don't want my own music. There we go. Let's turn that down. All right, we are good. All right, yeah, I was a little bit distracted right before we went live, and I'm like, oh shit, it's time to go live. All right, we are here, though. I'm going to do some shout-outs in just a minute once I get situated here. Happy Monday again. And right on. Okay, this show is finishing up. I stream, of course, Monday Night Raw on DirecTV Stream, and it always seems like my stream is about a minute behind the rest of the world. So just keep that in mind. I'll try to keep the volume up so you can hear what's going on. And right on. Monday Night Raw time. Monday. Yes, what is the Monday Night game? Let me put that on. Shit, I didn't even turn the TV on. 1 second. There we go. I'm gonna put the tube on, see whatever this Monday night game is. It's the Commanders and the Bills. Well, who cares about that? I don't. Maybe I'll root for the Bills. Oh, we got a holiday episode here. Let's do some shout-outs. Say some hellos. Once I can make sure I can be heard. There we go. All right, cool. Let's do channel members first. Like Ajax Johnson, Jay Lambo, Zayn G, and Tatanani, and Colin Wright. Myself. Hello, good Mike War commentaries. Good to see you. Nick Musser's here. So is Joshua Aparicio. We've got Big J. Big J. Also, the Juliet, William, Garrett, Michael Cuomo, Tatanani. See, sometimes I forget if I've said your name already. Yes, I did. Tatanani. Gotcha. George Morris. How you doing, man? Appreciate the $5 from you. Hey, Greg, how are you doing? How is Tito? How about for October 6th, watch along 1997 Bad Blood, 27th anniversary of Brian Pillman's death, be safe. We could do that. The problem is I already put up a thumbnail for last night for Bad Blood 2003, which we had to cancel. So I think I need to do that one on October 6th, but we'll talk about it. That is the anniversary of Pillman's death, I think. No, October 5th was Bad Blood. October 6th was the Raw where Melanie was on. So I'm not sure if that's the anniversary of his actual death. But Bad Blood is. I see what you're saying. Oh, yeah. Now I understand. Thanks, George. We'll talk about it, though. We might get another Bad Blood in October. You never know. And Triple H is giving us the then, now, forever. So we are live on Raw. Vash Starwind, good to see you. Rodrigo, Ricky Salvador. We got Villain. Who else is here? Red Raven Rucker, Daniel Berry Sports. Good to see everyone here. All right, they're in Ontario, California. Not that far from me. What's up, Angie? What's up, Isaac? Good to see y'all, too. Danny down bad. Not sure if I got you. Jags and Bills. That was Commanders and Bills. We're about to find out. Let me turn on my TV. Jey Uso is not winning that Intercontinental Championship tonight, but I have to wonder how many championship matches this guy's going to get and fall short on until he can no longer call himself main event. Where would the game be on? ESPN? Yeah, it's Jags and Bills. All right. Yeah, just like Commanders and Bills. I don't really care about either one of these teams, so. Could a Jaguar kill a Bill? Is a Bill like a buffalo or something? I don't know what a Bill is. Maybe it's Bill Gold. Maybe it's a bunch of Bill Goldbergs. The Buffalo Bills. Oh, yes. Dominic and Liv rolling in on the lowrider. Damn, they got Piper and Andre and Flair on a production truck? That's crazy. The Lucha Lowrider. Oh. What the hell fuck is that? Somebody just came flying in. That looks like it's Strowman and Reed. Yes. They went flying into... Okay. WWE. Explain to me, WWE, why you need a merch stand by the garage door where the production trucks show up. Fans allowed back there? Unless, tell me they don't have merch stands set up for the fucking talent. Like if talent wants to buy one of their own shirts, they have to go to the merch stand and buy it? I refuse to believe that's true. They had a merchandise stand right next to where the talent parks. Trust me, jabronis like us, we ain't welcome back there. Or maybe jabronis like y'all. I mean, I'm not a jabroni, but... Dirty Dom and Liv rolling in the lowrider. I love Dom's tank top. Is he wearing overalls? Excuse me, he's not wearing a tank top. He's wearing overalls. Dom wearing black overalls. Oh, it's 2 games tonight. What's the other one? Are they head-to-head? Or is it one first, then the other one? Oh, no, it's Washington and Bengals. Okay, and Jags and Bills. Okay. We got 2 Cats taking on a Buffalo and a Commander. What a fucking Commander is. An unsightly mustache. That's what Dom has. Rodrigo, you like the Triple H voice? It's the only voice I can do. Forever. I'm not good at any other voices. I'm real bad at accents. I wish I could do accents better. I need to go live in like Europe for 10 years and then come back and do all my streams with an accent. Man, I'm kind of half-ass hoping that Liv retains at Bad Blood. I mean, she won at SummerSlam, so it's going to be a tall order here to get it done again. But, like, if something's working, you know, this Liv and Dom alliance is working pretty well. Ending something that was already working pretty well with Dom and Rhea. So, if you got something that's rolling and it's on fire, you know, why rip the belt off of her? Figure out a way to screw Rhea. Make her win the Rumble. Win it at WrestleMania. I feel like Bianca and Jade is going to be the WrestleMania match. So... I don't know who Rhea works with. I'm a winner, Liv. Your tour is very long. Most people don't have tours this long. Oof. Beating on the victorious Priest. That was until Rhea Ripley Terror Twin tried to intervene. Unfortunately, it lasted momentarily before Liv Morgan came along, battered Rhea Ripley, and then the decimation of the Terror Twins continued, capped off by numerous coup de grâces. Numerous coup de grâces. A scene of complete devastation in ring. Yeah, note the numbers, ridiculous. Dom, those overalls are just hilarious. He's the best. Everything from Rhea Ripley, and that's exactly what I did. The Women's World Championship. Mine. The Judgment Day. Mine. And the most gorgeous man. I don't know if you guys know, but Liv... She's talking about me. She means me. Dominic. What a handsome fella. No, the little nose rub. He looks just like Eddie sometimes. God. Eddie is definitely his dad. I'm 100% convinced. All right, well, Ripley is here. Nick Musser is at work. Let's wish him well.
What you gonna do, Dom, huh? What you gonna do? Exactly, you do nothing, so get out of my face before I make you get out of my face. Okay, relax. But you know what? Since we're talking about Dominic, maybe he would have stayed with you if you cared about him half as much as you care about Damian Priest. But let me guess. What did Rhea want to come out here and say? Is it that week after week of me bashing your knee and you're no longer clear to compete at Bad Blood? Is that what it is? But you know what, Rhea, too bad, because I'm not going to let you get out of this match because I'm going to beat you. And I'm not going to beat you because I'm bigger than you. I'm not going to beat you because I'm stronger than you. I'm going to beat you because I'm smarter than you.
Okay, so Liv says she's going to win because of her brains. Because in wrestling, when you're smart, the way you show other people that you're smart is to point to your head, which is where your brain is located. Because otherwise, nobody would know that you're smart. You have to go. You have to do that.
That's actually not what I wanted to say, no, because when it comes to Bad Blood, I'm fully cleared. This message is actually for both of you. Since, Dom, you always want to stick your nose in the Women's World Championship business, you know, you're the only reason that Liv won my championship in the first place. You're the only reason Liv has retained that championship every single match. Adam Pearce has decided something. Dom, at Bad Blood, you're gonna be exactly where you deserve to be. Behind bars.
Oh. Why is he going to be behind bars?
Because in our championship match,
Oh, he's dominant on a cage. Oh, we haven't had a shark cage in a while. When was the last time we did a shark cage match? Do I have a memory of Enzo being up in one of those things? So maybe it wasn't that long ago.
there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide and no one to help you to win. I'm gonna win back the one thing that I never lost. My women's world.
I don't understand why Ripley is showing so much restraint here. Is there like a stip that she can't touch Liv? I want to tear her fucking eyeballs out if I was Rhea Ripley.
And another thing, what I said before, I take it back.
Oh, she's going to punch her now. Boom. Oh! Damn. That was a good headbutt. I talked about that before. Like, as a wrestler, that I would have a hard time taking the headbutt because you got to trust. You know, you got to trust that they're not going to really cave your face in. And I'd be like, oh, don't kill me. So, I don't think I'd be good at it. I'd flinch. You know that clip of Matt Barnes doing the ball thing to Kobe? I'd have flinched. Good old shark cage. Yeah, Juliet, I'm going to be a few seconds behind all night. This is as fast as my stream goes. So I'll try to keep the volume up slightly so you can kind of hear where we're at. Barrett and Tessitore are talking to us right now.
It has now been announced that Adam Pearce has
That's another thing I wouldn't want to do. I have such little trust in shit like that. If I'm hanging up there, I'm like, what if this thing falls? I'm dead. Or my career's over, one or the other. I don't understand why they even got rid of Vinci. Like, why didn't they just keep him with Ludwig and Gunther? Felt premature, you know, the split. Still no title match for Sami. I feel like if this match is going to be at Bad Blood, tonight is when we get the announcement. But if Gunther still stalls, then maybe it's coming after Bad Blood. So yeah, they're putting a cage up and the cell. No, I feel like that's too much shit hanging from the roof. So you got something just hanging from the roof. I love Sami Zayn. I love that he not only looks like a homeless person, but he has abs. Oh, Sami. Will he get past the champ's main man? We're going to find out. We got Sami Zayn and Ludwig Kaiser coming up next on Monday night. Yeah, I definitely have a fear of heights, but it's weird. It's like I don't have a fear of heights in a plane or in a skyscraper. I have a fear of heights like if I'm standing on a ladder or if I'm on the edge of a cliff or something that I can actually fall off of, or I will never, ever go in a hot air balloon. You couldn't fucking pay me. Nope. Won't do that. I went on a ski lift thing, like one of those things over like the fair, the county fair, like last year with Elizabeth. And I was like freaking out. I'm like, never again. Like things like that. I just can't stop looking at the little pulley or the little cable up there. I'm like, this thing's going to fall off. I'm going to plummet to my death. So those are my height fears. It's not just a matter of being high. It's a matter of being high and unsafe, or at least the feeling of being unsafe. All right, WrestleMania tickets are going on sale in about a month. 1 month. I'm not sure if I'm going to get them there or if I'm just going to wait and StubHub them because I like to pick my seats. I don't like to get tickets and just, you know, be at the mercy of whatever they give me. I'd like to pick my area and that type of thing. So I usually pony up for a little bit more for those tickets just to enjoy the experience. But we might spend a little less on tickets this time. When we went to LA, I'm still embarrassed what I spent. So I don't really want to do that again, but still want to enjoy the show. We're probably going to do WrestleCon. We're going to do everything. Come to Vegas, everybody. Come hang out with us.
With its diamond heat texture, Charmin Ultra Strong cleans better with fewer sheets and less effort. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Check out Mahomes' top 3 plays up to date. He scrambles in the T-Mobile to get that new iPhone 16 Pro on us. It's a little shimmy, shake. What you think, huh?
They tried to fly hot air balloons over the North Pole in the early 1900s. I don't know if that worked out well.
First iPhone built Apple intelligence. Cuz hold it up like a bag of line. Homie takes those T-Mobile savings and calls it a day respect. Now at T-Mobile.com, get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. And families can save 20% every month versus other big guys.
Swiffer Duster traps 4 times more dust. 4 clean, even Mom approves of.
Don's porno stat. I love porno and not porn. I just love when there's an O on the end. It sounds like so 70s to me. Porno. Dom's got a porno stash. I went to the dentist today. Got my crown put on from that root canal last week. Little sore. But I told him, I was like, don't give me the needle today because I have to be live. I don't want a half paralyzed face like last week. How many different colors of Mountain Dew? I just like the plain good old boy Mountain Dew. Just a yellow ass Mountain Dew.
from scratch garlic herb sauce? That's brand new.
Not even getting a picture-in-picture here. I guess that's because the match hasn't started yet. What's up, Bonte? It's good to see you, bro. Looks like we got nothing on the Bengals and Commanders, and it's 13-3 13-3 Bills over the Jags. Who'd I beat to get the crown? My dentist. I gave her a Spanish fly right into the X-ray machine. Put her right down. Pinned her 1, 2, 3. So many moves going on. USA to SmackDown, NXT to CW, Raw to Netflix, AEW sticking around with Warner Brothers Discovery. They're going to go to Max. You got WWE leaving Peacock next year. It's like everything's moving. We talked a lot about that at the podcast on Saturday. Remember when I was going off on Rusev for telling Meltzer he's going to burn in hell? That clip was 4 years old, but my point still stands. I think wishing that a wrestling writer will burn in hell is a little bit dramatic. Where are they tonight? Oh, Ontario. Where is SmackDown? I feel like they're going to be in my area soon. Feels like they're moving ever slowly south down the West Coast. But if there's a show in San Diego in the next couple weeks, I probably won't go. Ludwig, I find his lack of body hair disturbing. But not as disturbing as his fucking haircut. Jesus, man. Dudes, don't ever do what he's doing. You can do better than Tiffany. Just don't do that haircut. Yeah, Angie, I did see Seth fall out at the game. I thought that was cool. I put it on Twitter. I said, all that. He looked like he had that fresh yellow hair up there that hasn't really faded, and he's taking bumps at an NFL game, of all things. Makes me think we're going to get Seth back sooner rather than later. He didn't appear to be a guy that's sitting at home convalescing, He's out doing his thing, having a good time, getting thrown over the fucking barricade at football games. Get your ass back in the ring, Seth. Well, this is going to be a 1,000,000% Sami Zayn win here, especially if he's trying to get a title shot. I would assume, but this isn't even a top of the hour segment. This is the first fucking match. So I would think that Sami Zayn would beat Ludwig here, and then some point throughout the course of the show tonight, get the match made official against Gunther, unless there's not going to be a championship match on Bad Blood, because Cody and Roman are teaming up. Bills are on the move again. My Lions won yesterday. I think we're 2-1 now. It's not bad. Oh, thank you for that, Ryan. Doesn't look like San Diego's on the schedule. Well, it felt like they were in Sacramento, now Ontario. I felt like they're getting closer and closer, so I thought they were going to hit us. But good, I'm glad they're not going to be here, because now I don't have to feel bad about not going.
Kaiser recently fought for a championship that was over in Europe at the end of August. He was defeated by LA Knight. It's an open challenge for the U.S. Championship. We recently saw him in the triple threat qualifying match that was won by Bron Strowman to try to put himself in position to fight for the Intercontinental title. The match that we will have to cap this evening. What a match it is with Jey Uso and Bron Breakker, the Intercontinental Championship, to cap tonight's Monday Night Raw.
King Ozzy, you could be right. I mean, it could be Cody and Roman main eventing. Yeah, definitely. I think Punk, you can definitely make a case for Punk and Drew. I mean, there's no title on the line in that tag match, but then again, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns are both in that match.
Recent matches with the likes of Sheamus. Kaiser can mix it up with anything. He just did real damage with that running basement drop kick. Seen him race around the outside of the ring and do that to a competitor against the steel steps, and a good counter with the elbow from Sami Zayn, and then he runs into the big hoop, and Zayn goes up top with the axe handle, and he's looking to rally back here. There's always the problem with someone like the Sami Zayn. He starts looking wacky, he gets beaten from pillars or posts, and somehow still has fight left in it. You cannot rightly dial. Now out on the floor, big shot. Speaking of Gunther, a nice edge just ripping through the chest of what the Kaiser.
Oh. Yeah, Sami went out to maybe moonsault. Ludwig pushed him off and he went into the chair. They're really enjoying that corner of the... They did something with Sami just the other week. Was it Strowman or was it Bronson Reed who threw him into the chair and he took that great bump? So they tried to recreate, or maybe it was Breaker. I think it was Braun Breaker. I think they tried to recreate that there. I'm surprised the barricade didn't come loose. Because it feels like the only time the barricade ever comes apart is right there in that specific spot. Nowhere else. The barricade doesn't break away over by the ramp or the entrance.
People who come to cricket stay with cricket. I stay with cricket because they tell it like it is. The price on my plan is the price I pay every month. That's it. Get what you expect, pay what you expect. Smile, you're on cricket. Thursday night football on Prime. It's on.
Have some fun. Yeah, let's do it.
The Dallas Cowboys take on the New York Giants. It's Thursday night football. It's on. Indeed. It's Dak Prescott and the boys facing an old rival.
Michael Kumo cutting out beer and cheeseburgers. That ought to do it, yeah.
Thursday night football. On Prime.
I don't really think you need to work out or anything. They've just stopped the beer and cheeseburgers and you'll get a nice, lean, mean, hairless bod like Ludwig.
When you smell the amazing scent of Game Flames, time stops. And you realize you're in love.
Steve!
With a laundry detergent. Game Flames, seriously good scent.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Delicious.
Yeah, Cody and Roman could open as well against the Bloodline, or the Hell in the Cell could open. I'm not sure what's going to happen there. I'm not going to worry too much about it, you know, like I don't give a shit really, you know. Bill scored again. I feel like Punk and Drew should be the main event, but maybe WWE is like, are we really going to put Phil in the main event ahead of Cody and Roman? You know, I don't know. I don't really care. I don't think there's a right answer. I don't think Drew and Punk would get screwed if they weren't the main event. I don't think Cody and Roman would get screwed if they weren't the main event. And if it's going to be Sami and Gunther, one could argue they should be the main event because that's the only world championship that's on the line. But we'll have to see. I ain't losing sleep over it, that's for sure. 8 is great. Salute Gerg. Cheers, Daniel. Always good to see you in here. Xia to TNA. Good. I always liked her. Cowboys are not off to a good start. When are they ever? Well, actually, sometimes they're off to a good start. They just finish shit. I have a lot of Cowboy bandwagon fans in my life, especially when I lived in North Carolina. They all love Dallas for some reason. I'm like, you guys don't live anywhere near Dallas. Why the fuck do you love them? Oh, they're everywhere. America's team. Because they're all just hillbillies, so they just all gravitated towards the Cowboys. But they would think they were all that and a bag of chips all season long, and then they'd get to the playoffs and shit the bed. And I'm like, y'all did all that smack talking, all year, just for Romo to fuck up a field goal snap or whatever. You know, countless other examples of them blowing opportunities.
Kaiser, of course, the associate of the heavyweight champion.
Sour-faced technical perfectionist has done everything right thus far, but this could be a table-turning moment for Sami Zayn.
Zayn fights back. Powerbomb into the pin. And a kick out by Kaiser.
And this, exactly right now, is where Sami Zayn gets incredibly dangerous. He starts feeling this audience. They get behind him. He gets the wind in his sails, starts to adrenaline pumping through his soul. And it's a complete game changer for him. This is a concern now for Kaiser, and I'm sure somewhere looking uncomfortable.
Nice ooh, that was a dangerous looking exploder there.
Enduring spirit of Sami Zayn coming to the fore once again.
But Kaiser rolls
Kaiser's out.
Savvy in-ring guy as Kaiser knows when he's hurting, knows
Yeah, he's a savvy in-ring guy, but he's also in there with Sami. A savvy Sami who's had a lot more years and mileage under his belt than Kaiser Permanente over here. Oh, spits on him too? Damn.
Kaiser with that sneak attack on Sami last week, but Sami was simply trying to reason with him. To talk about his career.
he was talking smack about his body and imperium, the world heavyweight
We've seen this before. The full runaround. The full runaround. This is danger zone.
Damn. Double drop kick to the steps.
He has been delivering that effectively over the course of recent months.
They might not like it, but Zayn is out cold. His skull crashing against those steel steps. Listen to this.
Oh, that was brutal.
That is human skull against steel.
Come on, Sami. You don't look like you're even close. Oh, he's a little glassy-eyed there.
This is a man.
Sami, you're up to a 7. You want to start moving? There you go. Nope. Hey,
He cannot even rise to his feet at this
you're at a 9, bro. Okay. You lose a count-out match to Ludwig, I'm going to kill you, Sami. Jeez.
right hand after right hand.
Jeez. Sami will make a comeback. He's not losing to you. He's about to face Gunther for the title. He's not losing to you, Ludwig. Top stars don't lose to people named Ludwig. It's in their contract.
Something deep within him. Blocks the right hand. Delivers 2, 3 of his own.
Oof.
And the crowd rallying support for Sami Zayn.
There is life back in Sami Zayn somehow after all that abuse.
He's looking through Gunther, but instead, here's the roll-up.
No way.
Oh, he's using the ropes as leverage.
Okay. I was like, do not pin Sami. No.
Sami Zayn may well have got fingers in the eyeballs at one point during now, slowly unsighted. Kaiser trying every trick in the book.
I don't know why Kaiser's upset with our official. The official did the right thing. He had his feet up on the rope.
Oof.
Sami with another exploder. Remember, he lined him up before, and we got the rollout. Can he find the target this time? Oh, no!
Oh. That was an Insiguri? I didn't know it was an Insiguri or a dropkick. That was a little close on that that 2 count there. Sami, you all right?
Reactionary enzuigiri to the jaw of Zayn's skull, knocking off the Kaiser. Livid at the fact this one isn't over.
Look at the disdain on the face of Ludwig Kaiser.
Well, you can write off Sami Zayn because of the way he looks. You simply cannot write off his ability in that ring once the bell rings.
We have learned to never write off Sami Zayn. does he have left?
What is this?
Reverses it. German suplex.
Was that like Ludwig's finisher that he was going for? It almost looked like his sister Abigail. This will be a haluva kick for the win here. Boom. There we go. Sami Zayn picks up the win. Now let's get to that match announced. I'm just curious when it's going to happen. I feel like if they're going to do any announcement, like it'll come in a little while, like they'll go backstage or something, and Pierce will be like, I've made the decision, and blah, 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 blah. Something like that. There we go. Here's Gunther. Oh, he's like in his gear with his belt. Is he going to take the mic and just accept the challenge? We'll get this underway.
For weeks, you've been begging me to a match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Well, I have seen enough. If you really want this more than anything else, then I think Ontario, California is the right place.
Oh, okay. Gunther wants to do it here after Sami Zayn got knocked half loopy. No, get Pierce out here to say tonight's not the right time. No. No. Still no. What I don't like about this, though, is that this is up to Gunther. Like, why doesn't Pierce just step in and say, this is the match we're doing? So, it doesn't matter if you say no. It's comedy genius.
Brilliant. Even you have to enjoy that. No, I didn't enjoy that. And nor did this sold-out crowd of 9,300 as he's constantly pulling the rug from underneath Sami Zayn.
Hey, buddy.
How can Gunther continue to deny this man who beat him at WrestleMania? How can he? Keep saying no. He sets the rules. That's how it works, Joe. Let's show you what happened last week.
Yeah, Sami picking up the win on Rusev Day. What a coincidence.
With the New Day during the tag team championship match, the LWO and Judgment Day brawling ringside.
As they did, causing a massive distraction. Xavier Woods pretty much had the match won. New Day would have been champs. But as Xavier Woods lost it, unfortunately for him and the New Day, the Judgment Day capitalized, got themselves the victory, and the aftermath left New Day in complete disarray.
What is the LWO? No, the plan for our tag team title match, huh? And your tag team partner, I know nothing. You've been leaving me in the dark, and I have no clue what the hell is even going on anymore, man.
I mean, how many more weeks of this BS do you think we have left before this is finally... I think Xavier will be an okay heel. How come you guys haven't texted each other or talked until now? Sparks flew, emotions ran high.
But you did mention that you need to get the New Day back on track before our 10-year anniversary in November, right? Yeah, so I did a little digging in the archives.
In the archives. Well, this is like the third time Kofi's mentioned the 10-year anniversary coming up in November. So that's still over a month away. Month and a half, something like that.
I feel like all this was fine if we were on top. We're champions.
And so Xavier's pushing back. I mean, are they going to just do this dance for 6 more weeks? He's got bootios, he's got a horn, and Xavier's having none of it. Kofi, you're fine. You're the champion, not him. Hey, between you guys, who's won the world championship? Yeah, that's what I thought. Look at Kofi. How about when it comes to the New Day, the one guy that had less success than me and Big E gets to call the shots? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Fuck you, Xavier. I can't believe I said that out loud. I love Xavier. But I'm starting to hate him. Take your Nia Jax hair out of here, Xavier. All right, American Maid is here. Ah, they got him. Uncle Howdy.
Show American made exactly what we're made, and exactly why we're 12 times tagged.
Okay, Xavier, did you need to be the one calling the plays to make this very obvious match that you're setting up here? Only you can figure this out?
You'd be better off sitting back there playing your little video games.
Nerds. You have too much American flag going on there, Julius. It's way too much. Oh. Oh, that was good. That was good. The dude with the pancakes come up and Kofi's like, oh, very funny. I'll be right back after these messages.
Hey, that's great. Who are the chefs?
Rookie mistake. Maybe you just need Snickers.
Pumping is hard work. Have you tried the Swiffer Power Mop? It has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt on contact. Plus, its 360-degree swivel head cleans up along baseboards and even behind the toilet. Bye-bye, bucket. The Swiffer Power Mop.
All right, we are back. Alrighty. What'd I miss? Nothing. Does that make you hungry for pancakes, Joshua? I'm assuming that when they make those platters of New Day pancakes, that they're just the frozen pancakes. I've never had a frozen pancake. Are they any good? It tastes like regular pancakes? Like Eggos for pancakes? I've never once bought one. Yep, Kofi was an awesome WWE champion. I wish I would have been there live to see him win it instead of being there live to see him lose it. WrestleMania 35 would have been fun. I'd have been emotional. I'd have been very happy for him. But unfortunately, I had to watch Kofi get killed in 5 seconds to Brock, by Brock. Okay, so you said Ludwig's move is a DD. I don't know why I've never seen it. Or I have, I just forgot. But he looked like he had him in Sister Abigail position, so he just kind of goes like a slop drop? Ivy Nile looking nice. She's a little pit bull, isn't she? I'm trying to think who else. I'm thinking of Ivy Nile, Zoe. Who's just another short little fucking, little pit bull? What's another, we get Gable, obviously, but I'm trying to think of women. Yeah, Zoe and Ivy. Compact, strong. I think Layla Hirsch is like that, except she's even smaller or shorter. Nah, you like the thumbnail, Viper? Yeah, I thought I'd yeet myself. Anna Jay. No, she's nothing like Ivy Nile, and so we start. Damn, Bills are trouncing the Jags in the second quarter with 2 minutes left. It is about to be 27-3. Oh, Xia Li. Yeah, Xia Li is like that. She's heading to TNA. Jordan Grace, too, but Grace is like on a different... Grace is a different category. They don't even have a category for what Grace is. She is unbelievable. Like that, I think I've been following her on, Twitter for maybe like 5 years now, and just seeing her transformation into what it's just been crazy to watch, like in real time as it's happening year after year. Her just getting more jacked, more cut, and more lean, and just more, crazy. It's fucking dedication. I used to be friends with a person I co-bartended with. We'd work a lot of weekends together, Carly, and she was a bodybuilder, and she like entered competitions, and she won a bunch. And to see her go through like the regimen of the eating and just this super crazy discipline. She was always orange from spray tanner and stuff, but the diet and the workouts and how regimented it was for her was just crazy. The very idea of breaking any of that up was like stressful for her. Everything had to be exactly the way it was supposed to be, and it was nuts. I mean, what do you think with this Uso and Bron Breakker match, which I guess is going to be the main event tonight, right? Is it just going to be Breakker spearing him and beating him, or are we going to get some sort of crazy upset here and Jey Uso might win the title, for a couple of weeks until he drops it back to Breakker? I mean, Sami Zayn did beat Bron Breakker, don't forget, but I feel like with him winning the title at SummerSlam, that he ain't even close to dropping that thing yet. So I don't see how Jey walks out of here with the title unless they do a finish where they run it back next week. I remember, it's funny, 14. I remember right when I started doing like my first YouTube video, I was still living in North Carolina, and the Usos had just signed. Or I just heard about them, I should say. Dominic said that wasn't me, that was Tom. I'm Nick. That was Tom who did that. Yo, he called him Mr. Potato Head? So I guess Pierce is just reiterating that the shark cage thing is happening and you ain't gonna stop it. No matter how sexy your porn stash, mullet, and gold chain looks, the match is happening, Dom. Oh, there's a Dragon. Didn't they talk to him last week, too?
You're right. I mean,
I saw the sign in the crowd that said McDonough listens to Nickelback. That's hilarious. Look at this photograph.
Is that right? Is that correct?
They're terrible.
I look steady this week. I need us on a match right now, so I got some judgment there. This is the hard place. I'll see you around.
Okay, keep walking.
Keep walking.
Go. Step by step.
Step by step. Dragonov's like, I will eat all three of you and shit you out into 4 different people. I'll create an extra one. Dragon Lee, who's he working with? Oh, it's some LWO stuff. No, it's not. It is one-on-one.
And you can feel the heat with Dragon Lee's high-flying moves in WWE 2K24. He's got a dynamic 77 rating.
Zelina's gear, that's like an album cover. Why does that look familiar? What's up with her gear? Why does that look so familiar? Why am I picturing that on an album? Or something.
Dragon Lee, the biggest turn was at WrestleMania's dreams that crashed before it, but now that could be partially avenged.
Dragon Lee, you got a lot going on there. This is like what a lot of the women wear. I really hate in wrestling gear, it's more prominent in the women than the men, is when there's like wings or something on the back. You know, like Candice LeRae's wings. I'm like, stop doing that. It looks fucking stupid. And he's got these dragon things. He's stuck on the rope. That's why you can't bring that shit in the ring. So he's got like dragon horns or wings or something on the back of him. But I'm like, don't try the wings. Don't ever try the wings. They look terrible. Lee came out to no reaction. I mean, at some point, they need to find a successor to Rey Mysterio. They need to find their next, masked luchador legend. That's definitely something you want on your roster. I think if you're both companies, you need one of your top stars needs to be a luchador in a mask. I've always believed that because that is a bridge to, a lot of history and a lot of wrestling in Mexico, and who knows, what the family these people could be tied to and whatnot. So
I was talking about switching teams.
they don't need to be just like an attraction on your show. They need to be like top contenders.
She wished there was a way to make it last longer. Say hello to your fairy godmother, Alice.
And I thought Dragon Lee had that chance. I thought Rey Fenix had that chance. It was a singles. Maybe he still does in WWE if they eventually, maybe see possibilities to branch off Penta and Phoenix individually after they run as a team for a while. I think my favorite match they were ever in was that cage match with the Bucks. That was so good. Might even be my favorite Bucks match, too. The entrances that night, everything was just fucking awesome. I'm excited to see the Luchas. I think they're still under contract to AEW. I don't think the WWE deal is done, but it probably will be, and we probably will see them before the end of the year. And that will be interesting. Viper, I have no idea on the updates on Stephanie Vaquer.
Want to get the most out of one sheet? Grab bounty.
I did see a little bit of Mick Foley's disappointing comments on Vince. I didn't hear Rikishi's, but, we have to understand as fans that people who worked with Vince or closely with Vince or knew him and, he paid them a lot of money, gave them opportunities. It might be difficult for them to condone his actions, and that sucks, and it's messed up, and especially with Mick Foley, who's so level-headed, and I think Mick's tune might change, because one thing he did say, I'm going to wait until after the documentary. I'm like, well, if that's what you're waiting for, it's going to shit all over Vince. So, we'll see how he feels after the documentary airs, and it sounds like it's going to be pretty harsh on Vince. Vince McMahon spoke today. He released a statement saying that he didn't like it. He's mad about the way the documentary made him look, and it's making him look too much like the Vince McMahon character, and they're using editing techniques to make me look bad. Vince, I have one question for you, and one only. Answer me this, yes or no. Did you or did you not send those texts? To act like you're going to be painted unfairly when the evidence is so clear, You can't pretend that you weren't a piece of shit. We have that on print. So it's amazing to me how he can sit there with a straight face and think that he's treated unfairly and he's not really represented properly in this documentary. I think that's absurd. I think if anything, people were worried that he wasn't going to be represented fairly enough. We wanted to make sure that these accusations in this lawsuit was going to be covered, and we were worried about, kind of some whitewashing. And there might still be some of that, especially with people who had direct knowledge of the situation, that they don't want to, implement them. for the sake of a documentary on somebody else, but I mean, shit. Wednesday. I'm hoping me and Elizabeth can bust them all out that night, but it's going to be a tall order. I'm guessing they're an hour each, hour long each, 6 hours. 6 hours of Vince? It's like 3 movies.
80 rating in the Global Superstars pack, plus his iconic tackle can be used in-game. Don't miss the biggest DLC pack of the year. Now that's cool.
You mentioned that Phil Balor is not here from the Judgment Day and corresponding.
I can't imagine Carlito listening to this type of music.
Neither is Rey Mysterio after he was
Like an altar bridge.
Finn Balor. Now interestingly, it was Rey Mysterio.
I'm sure Carlito jams out the altar bridge in his car down in Puerto Rico. And he's cruising the streets of San Juan, blaring the altar bridge.
Suicide dive by Dragon Lee right off the start. He goes drop kick right into the dive, and you know there's going to be emotion, Wade, because of what happened all the way back in the spring when it was Carlito's backstage attack on Dragon Lee that cost him an opportunity.
Oh, nice kick.
to beat him WrestleMania 40.
Yeah, this is a very different Dragon Lee to the one we have seen previously. We expect the spectacular, but this is Dragon Lee's prior, but getting depleted by the veteran Carlito. Perhaps getting a little ahead of himself there, Dragon Lee. So obsessed with punishing Carlito.
I'm yet to watch an episode of Speed. Never seen one episode, never seen one match. Never even saw Ricochet win the belt or lose the belt. Don't even know who the current champion is. Don't care. We'll never watch it.
Just extra emotion going all the way back to that moment recited.
Sweet LWO sticking their nose in Judgment Day business during that tag championship match, but immediately back into this is Dragon Lee. And Carlito is hurt in the thumb.
I am blown away by how poorly Carlito was used ever since coming back. Like, they could have just brought him back with his old music. They could have given him a talk show.
Look at JD.
He could have done shit.
Dragon Lee had complete momentum here. Oh, now on the outside of Sheep.
Dominic in. Dom and McDonough take out the LWO. Who's Ray's here? Ray in the house, coming through the crowd. This is gonna be a roll-up win here for Dragon. Yep. No, he kicked out. I thought for sure that was the finish. Oh, Andrade is the current champion. I actually knew that. I knew that. So he's had it for a while. There's your win. Dragon Lee picks up the win over Carlito.
Just goes to show when you're in competition with the Judgment Day, you simply need the numbers game to compete.
That West Coast top changed things.
And it's crazy, too. I mean, because Carlito's in the Judgment Day, but he's on TV every week. I actually kind of like this, to be honest. Cross has done absolutely nothing for me since he's been on the main roster, but I'm slightly intrigued by him messing with The Miz.
What is your angle?
What is it? Miz is like, what the hell, man?
I just want you to be the Miz. I want you to be the guy that doesn't care about what nobody feels to me. I want you to be the guy that goes out there and does whatever it takes to win. You know how to do that. Braun Strowman is like this is a battle of monsters.
I mean, when you think about it,
Monsters come in all different shapes and sizes.
Miz probably could have always benefited from maybe the mentality or a killer instinct of a Cross or something, you know? So Cross is maybe trying to do a Jake thing with him, you know, and kind of maybe trying to manipulate him a little bit. I could maybe get behind this. Miz is an interesting person to pick, and this is something different that the Miz hasn't done before from, you know, his typical shit that he's always been. And this is something that, you know, could be kind of interesting. I'm wondering if it was a shift, like this was all meant for Xavier, but then the Odyssey Jones thing, they just kiboshed all that. You know, now Cross is moving on to the Miz. I'm intrigued enough to give it a chance, you know. And I haven't said that about Cross. Every time I've seen Cross, I'm like, I don't need him on TV. It's just not his fault, really. It's just he doesn't connect, you know. But I feel like he's better as a personality than he is as a wrestler. Because as a wrestler, he's got the look and everything. He looks great, but he also has the ability to speak. He's really good at talking. And I think if he was in a role like someone who was going around trying to manipulate people or control people, you know, Miz asked him what his angle was, you know, if he's, you know, trying to methodically hurt people, I don't know. I might give him one more chance. Come on, Cross. I mean, they keep you on the roster. They're putting you on your TV enough. You know, they got to have, maybe they're just trying to feel like, maybe they feel like, we know we can make something work with this guy. We just have to find it type of thing, you know, but at some point it's like, you got to give up after 9 tries. But with this one, maybe it could turn into something fun. Maybe an alliance between Miz and Karrion Kross. Probably the most unlikely, you know, tag team partners, but you never know what they could do. I mean, what if Cross was the one that, like, what if instead of Miz, you know, kind of venturing into the dark side, what if Cross started venturing into the A-lister side and all of a sudden gets introduced to lavish things like really nice sunglasses and robes, and he likes all this stuff, and he gets some bling, and Scarlett and Maurice go out for a lunch date, and next thing you know, Scarlett wants to move to fucking Houston or wherever they live. So, and they can all just be neighbors and BFFs, you know. That would be hilarious. And then the 4 of them could start a reality show. This whole thing could just snowball.
Order Pizza Hut now and get a free large pizza link. That's a free pizza on your next order. So you can pizza now, then pizza again.
They could really have something here. I'm optimistic. I'm not sure how many people on social media are saying, oh man, I'm loving the direction of this Miz and Karrion Kross stuff, but I doubt there's many of them. But I really feel like, yeah, maybe. Sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes some of the best things that worked out is just, you know, 2 strange bedfellows or personalities coming together and like making magic. We've got lots of random instances of that, you know. Remember, like, it was short-lived, like 1 or 2 weeks. Remember, like, Spike Dudley and Steve Austin? Like, Spike Dudley, I swear to God, one night on Raw backstage, slapped the shit out of Steve Austin. Right to his face. Barehanded slap. Like, he put up with none of his shit. And they were good segments backstage. You know, there was chemistry there. I mean, you wouldn't expect it, but it was. So maybe it's one of those throw shit at the wall. Something will stick eventually. Who are these game changers? All these women work for Netflix? This is all women staff there? Are they hiring? Hi, Kathy. How are you? How are you doing tonight? Shame is like, well, I'm holding my big long dildo here. Oh yeah, they brought out the cricket.
And yesterday at the Titans game in Nashville chant, call him Butch. Call him Butch. Call him Butch. Call him Butch.
Why do you want to get a call him Butch chant started? Why do you want to chant your own mistake?
I have a score to settle. As my ancestors would attest, there is nothing more dangerous than an Irishman with a score to settle. And I'd also say,
people chant Isaac Yankem when Kane came out.
let's make this an English.
Exactly. Yeah, Joshua, another good example. Rock and Hurricane. Polar opposites, but magic together. And that can happen. And there's lots of examples like that. So maybe this Cross and Miz thing can be that. Or maybe it'll shit the bed like everything else Cross does. But I'd like to think that this guy isn't completely useless and he can find something good to do if everything aligns.
We talked to Miz earlier today. He said, I'm sick of people doubting me. It's crazy to think that, you know, someone says, oh, I want Seth Rollins, Braun Strowman, you don't have to Bronson Reed. Yeah, go get it, but if I say it, people don't believe it.
plenty of issues with Bronson Reed over the past several months, not least seeing his own sometime tag partner.
Curious what WrestleMania season's gonna look like. I'm ready for it already. We're almost there. Couple more months, man.
Payback against Bronson Reed, who has been just on a path of destruction. He was to him earlier tonight, scrambling and fighting all over the backstage area.
Well, I mean, the Braun Strowman, Bronson Reed stuff is like never-ending, unrelenting war, but now it's the Miz who can focus in on big Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed is ready to fight all comers. Miz is convinced he can beat a monster. Now it's time to back up those words.
And his opponent from Blackmore, South Australia, weighing 330 pounds.
Okay. I have a theory. No, maybe I don't. I mean, I said yesterday when Seth Rollins took that bump at the football game, I said his hair is all nice and yellow. Oh, there's Strowman. Never mind. I was about to say we could see Rollins return right here. But never mind. We're going to continue Strowman and Bronson. That's just fine. So it's going to be, it was supposed to be Reed versus The Miz. Braun Strowman attacks Bronson Reed. And now this saga continues. Oh, look at Miz. Braun Strowman, you better not play with Miz. He'll kill you. And Reed with a diving tackle. This should be fun. I hope these guys, I mean, it's the top of the hour segment here, so they're not going to play games.
Security seemingly staying away for now, and who can put, oh, here they are. I don't know how wise this is.
Well, remember last week, what was happening last week, and now he's headbutting security.
Braun Strowman being held back. The big man punch on the second rope. Security getting flattened.
Oh no, double tsunami. Oh! I think he just killed two guys. Double choke slam. Ooh, that tsunami on those two guys was rough. Oh, man. Thanks for the collapsed lung there, Bronson. Appreciate it. The extra bump from him. Oh, my God. This is when you need Bon Qui to call security. Security. Oh, double clothesline. I feel like we need a blow-off. There needs to be a match. A crazy match. Here's Pierce. What do you guys think? Like, what kind of match are they going to do? I don't think we need to do a cage match. I think almost like a Falls Count Anywhere might be fun. Although you would be risking fan safety. Oh my God. What's he doing? Oh no. Are they going to collapse the ring or something? This is a collapse the ring spot. Big superplex coming here from Strowman to Reed. Please don't collapse the ring. Okay, we're not going to get the super... Maybe we will. He's going for it. You guys, please be careful. Oh, they're going to stop him. Okay. I thought they were going to go for it. Pierce is losing his mind. Oh. Oh, he's going to the top. Yes. All right, so what is it going to be? What kind of match do you do that you can ensure that it will end? Yeah, where's the Miz? Miz is like, yeah, I'll see you later. Last monster standing. There you go. Dog collar match. That would work. Street fight would also work.
patient. Help us understand our condition.
Did you just take a patient's drugs? That's awesome.
You see so much deeper.
I walk into a room and I have no idea where it came from.
Tell me what you're seeing. I like to know.
Sorry, I'm scrolling in Edibles menu.
You want to change how your patients see the world.
I want to change how the world sees my patients.
Brilliant minds.
Brilliant minds.
Order Pizza Hut now and get a free large pizza link. That's a free pizza on your next order. So you can pizza now and pizza again.
Stairs match. Bull rope. The thing is, like, I feel like Adam Pearce is going to want to restrain them, but restraining them takes away the fun. You kind of want them to go in the parking lot, you know? So if it's a cage match, keeps them in the ring. If it's a bull rope match, they're probably not going to go too far. Same thing with anything that ties them together. But if it's last man standing, or if it's falls count anywhere, or street fight, then you can do whatever the hell you want.
Watch it make soap scum here disappear. And watch how sprays can leave grime like that. With up to 10 times the cleaning power, only melted on contact.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just 3 stages of hell. I wouldn't go too long, you know? It doesn't have to be crazy. They don't have to tell a story like that. This just needs to be meaty men murdering each other for a good 12 minutes. That's really all it needs to be. And I'd like to see them, you know, leave the ringside area. So whatever stip allows them to do that. There's several you could do.
It was just a matter of how good I could get and how far I would go.
Chris Berman is still doing it, man. He came in my restaurant once.
When you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
Back when I used to watch football years ago, I used to love the Berman and Tom Jackson postgame. To this day, I still say Louisville anytime somebody mentions Louisville. To this day.
Hey, that's great. But who are the chefs?
Rookie mistake?
Great, noodly noodly.
Maybe you just need a Snickers.
It's a good day to start something new. To brush away gray in 5 easy minutes. To put yourself out there and always put your best face forward. Just for men, mustache and beard.
Thank you for the follow there on Twitter, Kevin Landry and Juan. And Wrestling with Politics. Boy, I'm stoked about this Saturday night's main event. It's going to be for a year. I think it's a quarterly. Yeah, quarterly. Or 3 a year. No, 4 a year. Yeah, quarterly. 4 a year. Every 3 months. So we'll probably get one like close to WrestleMania season. Then probably around Money in the Bank time. Okay, Adam Jones of Tool is here. All right, here comes McIntyre. Now, CM Punk has some things to do in NXT soon. He's going to be the special guest referee on the debut show, I think, a week from tomorrow, right? And he's going to ref the Trick and Ethan Page match. I'd love to see McIntyre show up there and get him some of Punk ahead of their match on the 5th. Oh, was there a Lily doll laying in the background of the Judgment Day segment? Interesting. We've been wondering about Alexa Bliss, where she's been rumored for off and on for a while.
You are going to have to kill me.
She had a baby, right? Did she have a baby? Is that what the deal is?
Prepared to die. I am prepared for this heart to stop beating. I am prepared for all of this to be over with. I'm
This was a much better Punk last week, like when we watched that.
And if you're prepared for this to be the end of Drew McIntyre, then I'll see you in hell. Significant weight to those words, Wade.
Two men are going to hell in a
McIntyre and Punk, Hell in a Cell.
less than 2 weeks' time. It's the most heated rivalry we've had in years. McIntyre
And this will be the rubber match. I mean, who y'all got in this? Who wins this?
will be permanently changed by what's going to happen in Hell in a Cell.
If you are McIntyre, are you going to be all right with him beating you? You know, unless they really do something in the match that protects you, which they might. CM Punk might just have to tie him down or something and pin him. But I mean, if he just goes in there and just straight beats Drew McIntyre in a fight, would McIntyre personally be okay with that?
I promise I'm going to make you.
He probably would. It's business.
I promise you're gonna have to kill me. I'm prepared for this to be the end of CM Punk if you're prepared for this to be the end of Drew McIntyre. I've been thinking about Punk's words all week, and not just the words, the look in his eyes. He meant every single word. For once you were real, you were truthful, Punk. You're ready to sacrifice it all for this to end, and so am I.
I feel like Punk probably won't be here, and they're each going to get their time to have their by themselves promo. But you never know.
I've always been honest, especially when it comes to Punk, but usually I keep the personal stuff to myself because I'm fighting a greater cause.
Punk in WWE still seems super fresh. He's been there 10 months now.
I'll put it all out there. I do not want to go back inside Hell in a Cell. I've been in that match more than once and it's broke things in me that haven't been fixed to this day.
Punk's been in a cell match, right?
Your sisters begged you not to do this match. Your wife begged you not to do this match. My family's begged me not to do this match. They know it's gone too far.
Victor, my latest Good Mic Work clip that I uploaded yesterday kind of goes into all of those
Away from you because she can see what
platforms and who's coming and who's going. Big CM Punk chants in Ontario.
It doesn't matter what you all think. It doesn't matter what
Any Shameless fans out there? McIntyre, he looks like Jimmy Steve, doesn't he?
match is going to happen at Bad Blood. And
I mean, just way bigger
of my own. I promise
and with long hair.
I'm going to make you bleed a lot.
Good. Thank you, Drew.
I promise
Punk's going to bleed a lot.
to suffer and feel more pain than you have ever felt in your entire existence. It's appropriate you compared yourself to the devil again last week because this has always been good versus evil, hasn't it?
It's going to come down to two feuds for Feud of the Year. This one and Swerve and Hangman. And I think it's important for this Hell in the Cell match for Triple H to recognize they can't be pussies on this one. You got to spill a little red. You have to. Look at this. Look at the intensity in Drew's eyes. It needs to be bloody. That cell better not be red. But Triple H needs to call whoever in charge of the PG guidelines and be like, Mr. PG, man, look, we can't be pussies on this one. This is Punk and Drew. They're going to have to bleed. Don't shit your pants. Just let us do it.
Tess, thank you so much. Adam,
They have to.
It's pretty evident that this patrolling and security's getting headbutted, matches are getting delayed. As the GM here on Monday nights, how do you plan to handle this?
Well, Jackie, when I drafted this roster, Raw knew because
Oh, Jackie, we don't deserve you.
overshadow the negative, and it's obviously with Bronson and Braun, it's obvious that it's gone too far.
All right, Pierce, what's it going to be?
Obviously, it needs to stop. And obviously, a regular match between the two will not do that.
Right, we know that.
Therefore, next week on Monday Night Raw,
Next week?
it'll be Bronson Reed versus Braun Strowman one more time. Last monster standing.
Hey,
Okay,
who mentioned
breaking news here on
last monster standing?
tonight, though.
Somebody mentioned that in the chat earlier.
Yeah.
Good call. Last monster standing. Oh, they're still going at it. Oh, no, that's Pete Dunne and Sheamus with the cricket racket. So a cricket bat is basically just a fraternity paddle. Just without the holes drilled in it. Because the holes make it hurt worse.
Breakfast burrito, fresh cracked eggs, seasoned potatoes, sausage.
Last monster standing. All right. All right, so it looks like we've got a 21-10 game in the Commanders and Bengals, and we got 34-3 Bills and Jags over Jags.
Just like a one-time casual thing with Kaiser, or I was talking about switching teams. Okay.
Dad, I got a huge barbecue Wednesday. This bottle says I need 3 chicken. That stuff has way more water. A little bit of time goes a long way. So you can save your shirt, maybe even a little money. More money for nights at the library. For a better clean with less, it's got to be Tide.
Yeah, well, that's my point. It's not like we haven't seen any blood at all in the last 10 years. We have seen some. So this is one of those cases where you got to. It doesn't have to be stupid. You don't have to drink the blood like Hangman or Swerve did to Hangman. I mean, we don't have to go crazy here, but because it's WWE, you don't need to put thumbtacks in Drew's mouth and smash him in the face with a brick. None of that's necessary, but you do need some blood. You're in a cell. There's going to be weapons and stairs and chairs and grinding people's faces on the cage. And it's been a personal issue. People's wives and pets have been brought into this. And it's been great. It's been WWE's best feud of the year. So you want that. That's what's great about Triple H, is that he probably is like, we got to pay this off, and I'm sure McIntyre and Punk feel the same way. Like, we've been on a ride here, man. This has been taking up the majority of the year. We got to stick the landing, We shit the bed here, and it's like, then what does the feud really mean? So it's crucial that this match is good and it's memorable. And when it's over, we're like, finally, we got a real Hell in a Cell match for the first time in I don't know how long. Like, it's back. And it's back on the best day possible, on the anniversary of its inception. So that's why I think Triple H will let Punk and Drew have some fun in there. And as long as they're not John Cena in the Judgment Day match against JBL or whatever it was. As long as it's not like that level of, buckets of blood spilling, then take the cuffs off of them. Take the restraints off and let them just go for it. I mean, you can also really think about it as a career-defining match for both guys too. Punk's final run in the WWE, how it goes and how he performs, is going to be crucial to how he's remembered in his legacy, in terms of him staying healthy and the quality of matches he's having and stuff. So it's important that he has a good one here, and McIntyre too. He's had a more interest on him in this feud with Punk than he did when he was world champion. So Drew and Punk, neither one of those guys wants to do all this work only for it to be remembered for a terrible end. I mean, that's pressure.
Big fight feels on Friday Night SmackDown. Friday, 8/7 Central, only on USA.
Oklahoma City.
Continue here from a sellout in Ontario. For 77 days this past summer, Unholy Union had gold.
Okay, I'm like, I don't even know who this is. Okay, it's it's Melba Toast and the other one. Okay. Yeah, Eddie and JBL. That was the other match I was thinking of.
Unfortunately, then they had the trip to Bash Berlin and came home empty-handed.
This is a tag team duo that has really dominated the planet, including in various incarnations of
Yeah, they could do a good blood PLE. I don't know what. Maybe it's just babyface matches. The whole thing. Friends face friends.
more difficult proposition to try and dominate it, even more so when you have the likes of Jay Uso and Bianca Belair acting as the linchpins of that division.
Now, they did rebound.
I like. I hate their names because I always get them confused. Which one is the one kneeling down there? Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. That's her name. Isla Dawn. I like her a lot more than I liked. Like I like her silliness a lot more than I liked the Iconics. You know, I mean, Billie Kay was funny, but overall, I found them more annoying than funny. But Isla Dawn's better. She's funnier. Another one who's great over in AEW is Harley Cameron, who I think is hysterical. Look at these two.
Now, don't get me wrong, you caught me slipping, but just let me know what you want.
You caught me slipping.
I look forward to it. Because next time, I'm not just coming for you. Next time, Damage Control are coming for those tag team titles. Now, see, that is what you
The four of these outfits are just ridiculous. Don't adjust your sets.
always stand on. So when you see us, just understand you don't even touch our tag team titles. But you know what? You know what? Since you want to bring up the tag team titles, I think you two need to be focused on Unholy Union because last time I checked,
See, I can't handle this level of like hotness.
hello. So please listen to this.
EO.
No matter who wins tonight,
EO's pretty funny too. Like she's crazy in her like entrance, but the way she's looking at Bianca here is funny as all hell.
Well, I'll tell you, Bianca mentioned it, and you listen to Busted Open or any of the industry podcasts this week, everybody was saying Io Sky, one of the best women's matches of the year.
Yeah, remember? Beating Bianca Belair.
But now it's back to tag action. You take that momentum.
As much as I love Io Sky, everything she does, I am so irrationally irritated at her entrance. It drives me crazy. I don't get what she's doing. Is she's like having a seizure or what's happening here? I'm like, you're fidgety as all hell. Just chill. Just walk. One foot in front of the other. There's no need for twirling. I came for Kyrie's sign in the audience. I'll try not to make a joke there. Okay, we can turn the music off now. It's enough. Thank you. Oh, is it Kairi Sane's birthday? Happy birthday to the pirate. Really glad she's back in WWE. Always liked her. I mean, I'd argue these are the three best teams here. Is the two in the ring and then the champs.
Remember, the Intercontinental Championship match is coming your way tonight. Jey Uso's never had a singles championship.
I'd like to see Natalya go on a tag team run. Just for fun, you know? Just put her with someone, and not just a lame-ass temporary alliance like she's done with 100 girls, but like an actual team. Hart Foundation vibes, you know, maybe get the jackets like Brett and Jim wore. Or she can have the hat with the glasses and, you know, maybe even an NXT person or somebody that could, you know, maybe start out as a tag team with Natalya for, you know, a year or two. Make them like an actual team. Give them a run. Give them the titles. You know, like if Julia Hart, for example, was in WWE, I'd put them together. Put a Hart and a Neidhart together. No. And form a women's Hart Foundation. Ooh, I remember this. Leon Ruff. I asked that last week. I'm like, who's she married to? Leon Ruff. What's all 110 pounds of Leon Ruff doing these days? Oh, Barry, that's interesting. I've actually I've really never used YouTube's internal editing features. I've never had to take out a portion of my video because of a copyright thing or anything. I've never like even done it. I've shortened some videos here or there, but I've never like really utilized what the editing interface can do. And I know there's a lot you can do, you know, you can clip out stuff and you can make changes and stuff. I just never do. I just leave all my shit in its original form. There you go. But if I ever come across that or whatever, maybe I'll give it a shot. Like in my All In watch along for AEW All In, I got just a copyright match on Final Countdown because I had the volume up and it picked up that song, but it doesn't do anything. It just, I won't make any more ad revenue off the video from that point. It'll go to that or whatever, but it doesn't affect the channel. It just lets me know that there was a claim on the audio. So it's that type of thing that maybe I could go in and fix. It's all right. Don't worry. I don't plan on taking Ozempic. Hey, when is the first day of fall? Is it here now? Are we out of summer? I forgot about that. I just typed in first and it knew exactly what I meant. Okay, Sunday, September 22nd. Yesterday was the first day of fall. Cool. You know what else yesterday was? September 22nd? That's that day. That's that day that everything happened in 1997. Vince McMahon got stunned by Stone Cold Steve Austin. That very same day, in Madison Square Garden, before the show aired, he told Bret Hart that he didn't want to honor his contract, setting in motion what would go down at the Survivor Series. And then over on the other channel, Nitro, Bill Goldberg debuted. And then the year before that, it was the date of the Mind Games pay-per-view. September 22nd, big day. The original WrestleMania Memories video, unvaulting that. I could do that now. I could just put that on my Vimeo account and then put the link in a YouTube post. So technically you could have access to that. I just wouldn't be able to put it on YouTube. And I was using the Vimeo for a lot of like reactions. I can still do that. But whenever I put them up on Patreon, I was like, I don't know if people are watching them or not, but I was like, that's just extra content I can give to like members and patrons. Maybe I'll throw a few more reactions up. Because over there, they don't seem to care about your footage and shit. So, but if you are a member of Patreon, you can see some of those videos on my page. And if you are a YouTube member as well, I generally post those links in the members community post. So just look there, scroll down. You'll see some links for the members only, and you can check those out. I'll get into posting more of those. Oof.
I'll tell you something about this game. You can get medically cleared to compete. said, it goes back to something Rhea Ripley mentioned earlier. Yeah, she's tired. That knee still has strapping on it now. And the issue is, Victoria's saying the eye, you don't know how good that vision is in that eye that was damaged several weeks ago. And Unholy Union are completely capitalizing on that perceived weakness now. And they're
Look at this. I mean, look at this as I look
Ooh.
to scratch the referee so that Alba Fire
What'd she pull off?
down
Her eyelash?
that left eye.
Oh no, that was the bandage. I thought she pulled her like eyelash off. She pulled her bandage off from where she got cut open a couple weeks ago. That should be almost healed now. Or somewhat healed.
Desperate for attack of Io Sky. Whoa! And Kyrie inch her way to Io Sky. And right at the last second, Fire interrupts.
I'm glad this match is given a little bit of time. I think we're gonna get a finish here. I would hate to see this end in a DQ or something.
Oh, she sends Isla Dawn out.
Girls are working hard.
Here comes Io.
Here's Io with the hot tag. Shote uppercuts look like Shote shit.
This is a woman desperate to get a victory here and earn themselves an opportunity at tag gold.
Io Sky with complete momentum.
Io is just crazy.
And the drop kick. The kick up.
Remember we were watching SummerSlam when she made her return and they were calling her Io Sky and we're like, what the hell are they talking about? We thought Corey botched. Like, her name's Io Shirai. What are you talking about? And then little did we know WWE had decided to change her name.
Drop kick to each of them.
Oh my god.
Io Sky. Coming off that
Nice. Yeah, right after that win last week, she's on fire here. I hate to see this momentum's going to get killed with a loss here. But I think, oh, I think they're going to win.
hook of the leg to cover. Kick out at 2 and change.
Io Sky could taste the victory there, but there's a reason why the Unholy Union are former tag champs. As you see this textbook missile drop kick to two opponents connected, not quite enough for the victory yet.
That was the slowest kick there by fucking Caitlin Clark.
Series of big right hands.
Ooh, that was a better one. Oh. Super kick to Io.
They will find that moment that she so desperately needed.
Knows Io Sky as well as anybody former
Joshua, you think Joe Henry is going to win the Rumble? I think he'll be in it.
several years ago.
I think you'll hear his name and he'll appear and all that shit. He ain't winning it, though. No way. I think Rock and Roman are going to be the final two.
Referee did not see a thing. Isla Dawn wanted to
Cover and a kick out courageously by Io Sky.
Unholy Union almost stole this one. For the shock of everyone in attendance, and they may yet still grab victory. Io Sky rocked by that forearm from the outside. Taking a backstab.
Oh, so yeah, what happened there? That backstabber backfired.
Now is damage control once again in the ascendancy and climbing skyward. That's never a
WWE hitting Evansville, Indiana next week. Oh. Over the moonsault. And there's an ass in your face for good measure. I mean, with Dakota Kai's due back soon, but I feel like these two, why are they even called Damage Control at this point? I guess that's better than the Kabuki Warriors or whatever. Oh yeah, Asuka, she's technically in the group. She'll probably be back soon. Hopefully. God, she hit that so perfectly. Her missile dropkick earlier too, just the way she landed was just so perfect. Perfectly landed, executed, stuck. Incredibly graceful. Well, Scott Steiner's going to have a boy coming up too. All right. He's going to have big shoes to fill there with those guys and Bron Breakker, who's already kind of appearing like he could be the future. I love Breaker's jacket. Mm. Oh, you're going to got Strowman for the win via Shooting Star Press next week. Okay.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I am here with Intercontinental Champion Bron Breaker, and Bron, as you get set to defend your Intercontinental title in tonight's massive main event, what's it going to take to stop Jey Uso's relentless pursuit of his first singles championship?
Kathy, it's game day. And what game day means is that the dogs are barking in Ontario. It also means that there's going to be a winner and there's going to be a loser.
Yeah.
This championship
Is Breaker going to go from contender to contender here, or is he going to have some rematches with some guys? So they could do some sort of finish here that would set you up to do the match again, but Jey Uso actually beating him, and that would be like a huge upset. I think it would get a lot of people talking. I might not hate it. And then much like the situation with Sami, you book the rematch and then Breaker wins.
Well, we'll see who comes out on top in tonight's main event. Joe, wait.
Oh, Kathy, you need to stop. Are we gonna replay this whole thing? You know, a lot of people are worried about SmackDown going to 3 hours, and I totally get it. But I have a feeling they're also going to have a lot of super long segments during WrestleMania season, with The Rock back and Cody and Roman and the Bloodline and everything they did last year. That one segment went like 45 minutes, didn't it? So I think you'll see a lot more of that to help fill the 3 hours. What is this? Is this a commercial or is this a vignette for somebody? What am I watching? PFR? RPF? What was RPF? Hey, what's RPF? Our PFR. Who's coming in? Who's free agent? What's happening? Who was that? What was that? What was that?
Scare Tactics. Series premiere Friday, October 4th on USA.
Ooh, time out. Incoming dishes.
I don't have the Yeet goggles. I photoshopped those onto me.
In half the time.
Oh, migration. Look at him go.
Yeah, Dawn Power Wash is unique. It absorbs grease with 3 cleaning boosters, removing it 5 times faster.
Ooh, for big save.
What was that vignette, y'all? You're not answering me.
Wash can replace multiple cleaning products.
Do you not hear me? What was RPF? What was PFR?
Dawn Power Wash, the better grease getter.
Order Pizza Hut now and get a free large pizza link. That's a free pizza on your next order. So you can pizza now, then pizza again.
I'm going to see what Twitter has to say about that.
Dinner is covered. The future's up. Think. Get it while it's hot. Only at Pizza Hut.
Hello. Here's a free sticker. Scan the code and receive 10% off what you... I'm an advanced robotic helper. Do you need assistance? Did you know I can assist with grocery shopping, banking, landscaping? On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate my performance? I will register that as a 10.
The Wild Robot. Rated PG in theaters Friday.
Olive Garden's never-ending pasta is back. Now with our new garlic herb sauce, which means the never-ending pasta you crave isn't just back, it's better than ever.
Maybe that was a commercial.
Starting at $13.99 for a limited time.
Okay, no. Here it is. Yeah. PFR.
Now at T-Mobile.com, get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us.
Yeah. What's your guesses? Here, I'll quote Kyle. Oh. Oh. Holy shit. Yeah. Duh. Pentagon and Ray Phoenix.
Aren't you our cleaning lady? Not today. That big brain of hers is gonna help us close a lot of
That is definitely it. Could be it.
Sounds like a challenge.
That's awesome. I mean, yeah, I mean, you'd think that's a... But are they still... I don't know.
ABC and stream on Hulu. Life has twists and pearls, but you define them and make them bounce. Tresemme Flawless Pearls Defining Mousse. 24-hour hydrating pearls.
I don't know. I don't know. Can you really be running fucking vignettes for people if they're still under contract?
Style your way.
But who else could that be? I don't know.
Well, we are just 35 miles east of downtown in LA and Ontario. Reminder that starting on Monday, October 7th,
That's crazy, son.
the finale of Raw on USA on Monday, December 30th. It's going to be 2 hours from 8 to 10 p.m. Awesome crowd here at Toyota Arena. 40th TV sellout for WWE.
Pretty fucking right. There you go. Oh, it could be Viking Raiders. What are their names? Ivar and... Well, what's PFF? What's PF Chang's mean or whatever that was? PFR.
And as you know, Wade, they love to bring out the song.
First time at Raw, I promise you, it won't be the last. That is a lifetime addiction. Why? Because we have Belair. We have the Yeet Meisters. Yeet signed Sylvie Band. Who am I going to pay off to get those banned? Killing me here. CM Punk too.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Jonathan knows. All right, so that's nothing major. It's the Viking Raiders. He says the runes and the voice over saying fate is woven. Like, how is Norse myth fate when... I don't even know what the hell that means in English. Norse myth fate is woven by the Norns. What the fuck does that even mean? But anyway, I think it's Viking Raider stuff. Okay. I don't know shit about Vikings or Scandinavian mythology. I'm not well versed in that area. Sorry. Well, I'm glad the Viking Raiders are coming back, I guess, but I also, at the same time, don't care. I'm equal parts. Oh, cool, and whatever. All right, here's Roman's motorcade. I got no one. They took everything from me. You have a motorcade. What are you talking about? So you're not friends with your cousins anymore? I got 2 cousins I haven't talked to in like 25 years, man. It's a big deal. What the hell's Thor Loki mean? Y'all say words I don't understand. Man, the Bills are just putting a hurting on these poor, defenseless Jacksonville Jaguars. Are they replaying though? Is it going to be 6 minutes of this, y'all? Like, this was good and everything, but it's SmackDown. Look at WWE. It's like, look at how great we did. By the way, my cinema thumbnail the other day was intended as a joke. I don't know if that was clear.
Well, we just got to the chase.
It was supposed to be kind of like a
Situation.
kind of a dig on like, WWE should get an Emmy and an Oscar for this. You know, I get it. This is all great. I like this stuff. I like to see this stuff incorporated, but I understand that it's not exactly movie quality. I'm not dumb. But the word cinema usually gets tossed around a lot when WWE does something like this. So that was kind of the point. Nothing ever needs to be fan-splained to me, I promise, when it comes to this.
There's no weight on my neck.
There's no weight on my neck.
I don't have
You're in my way in life.
You telling me this like I'm supposed to be surprised?
Raw's like, here's what happened on SmackDown.
Nothing to lose. We already got a tribal chief. It's not you. We have a WWE champion. It's not you. So
Okay, thanks for that, Brian Jarvis. Everybody seems to know what a Norse rune is except for me.
Who's standing here right now? It's not biggest box office attraction in the history of WWE. It's not that guaranteed WrestleMania main eventer. It's the guy they used to call Roman Reigns.
What do you want?
What do you want? Just tell me what you want. I love how the music cuts there.
I want your word.
I want your word.
That you will have my back so that I can have.
If you're having a tense meeting with someone to kind of negotiate an alliance, are you really going to talk like this? Or are you going to be like, look, motherfucker, here's how it's going to be. You know, I need you to have my back. You just need to say that. Let's shake on it right here. Go have a beer. But if you're not into that, then I'm out. But instead, it's, they took everything from me. Wrestling's about drama. It's about story. Why am I bitching? This is so funny. You're in my way. 50-yard line. Empty football stadium. You're in my way.
It's not yours to take.
You're in my way. You're in my way. In life.
Y'all couldn't have met at like Buffalo Wild Wings or something? There's room for a motorcade behind that. There's enough room in the parking lot. It's probably shared with a Walmart or something. All right, very dramatic. You're in my way in life.
Paired up for now. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and Roman Reigns together. He says, "I'll have your back, Cody," against Solo and Jacob Fatu at Bad Blood on October 5th.
So this is Roman Reigns' first match since WrestleMania, right? Here comes the New Day. I mean, if this 10-year anniversary is coming up in November, like that's when you're supposed to do this, the turn, not before. So that means these guys are going to have to jerk each other around for the next 6 weeks. I mean, if that's the plan anyway. They're going to have to continue teasing this so much. We might get annoyed with it by the time it finally comes. And it certainly wouldn't be a surprise if the 10-year anniversary comes and I'm like, okay, this is where you're going to do it. But Kofi told Xavier that he's going to call the plays here. Why don't he make the decisions? Because Kofi has made some bad ones, according to them, lately. And then Xavier proceeds to make the same decision that Kofi would have made if... He never said that. Two guys approach you. Oh, hey, oh, that's War Games. It's about, hey, say, hey, look, it's Silver, but that's War Games. Hey, they didn't use War Pigs there, so I hope that's still the plan for this year.
Notice the more you try not to eat the other half of your foot long, the more you end up eating the other half of your foot long. No one can resist juicy chicken, smoking bacon, and creamy ranch. Get your elite chicken and bacon ranch, now at Subway.
Why choose a mobile network built for places you'll probably never be? Instead of, for where you are most of the time. Xfinity Mobile was designed for where you need it most.
Now Xfinity Internet customers can one line of
I mean, I get why they're showing it on Raw. It's WWE. You know, it's not like these shows can't talk about each other, so that's stupid. But you do, you know, playing the whole thing is a little weird. I think, you know, maybe in between what Kenneth is saying and what they actually did, maybe just show a little quick highlight of it or something. But I mean, they replayed that entire segment, complete with the cars driving in and everything. So I don't know if they really needed that. I think they just wanted to show off what they did. Look what we did. Look. Yeah, we saw on Friday. It's on YouTube. It's all over Twitter. We don't need it on Raw. But there you go. We got it anyway.
So I'm narrating a new series on Comedy Central. It's about me growing up in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn in the 80s.
It's scary out there. Crackheads, gangs, that white man in a Larry Bird jersey.
It's about my family and the whole
This Chris Rock cartoon. He looks like he lives where the Cosbys used to live.
Stone him. Jeez, Jesus. You too.
Everybody still hates Chris.
Oh, that's Everybody Hates Chris? I didn't know that's what it was.
New Downy Comfy Cozy combines softness and scent for an elevated cozy. We call cozy.
Oh, thanks for that reminder, Ryan. I would have found out that day. But Bad Blood starts at 6 p.m. on October 5th.
Twisted Tea Superfan with a Twisted Tea drop. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea and 5% alcohol to kick off your game. Twisted Tea hard iced tea. Keep it twisted.
Friday Deal Days is coming October 8th and 9th with exclusive savings just for Prime members. You'll feel like a big deal. Shop deals on electronics, fashion, and more this Friday.
Oh, we got a Chris Van Vliet sighting sitting behind Wade Barrett. Oh, good. I'm glad you got good seats.
Order Pizza Hut now and get a free large pizza late. That's a free pizza on your next order. So you can pizza now, then pizza again. Free pizza means your next dinner is covered. Your future self will thank you.
Chris is almost like... He's almost like suspiciously too nice. Like, he's just a tremendous guy.
Friday Night SmackDown. Live. Flight is at 8 on USA.
Next Tuesday, the baddest brand in live sports has a new home.
That's right. We are... tomorrow is the end, right, of NXT on USA? I still don't really watch it.
NXT on the CW, premiering next Tuesday.
Man, I'm telling you, Wade, NXT has been an absolute fire. We got news, of course, with NXT because it makes its debut on the CW. You can find the CW here. Visit the CW.
Featuring CM Punk.
NXT. You don't want to
Oh, so the CW debut is in Chicago. Well, that makes a little more sense why Punk's there.
live in Chicago.
Chicago does have a nice looking skyline with Lake Michigan right there. I ain't gonna lie. Just too cold for Greg. What's up, Oos?
Not for you, dog. Well, that Intercontinental Championship meant the world to me. Tonight, you make that Intercontinental Championship yours.
Sammy with the pep talk.
Thank you, my dog. Thank you, man. Look, go get it, please. Go get it, please.
That was nice of Sammy. Hyping up Jay.
Just an absolute massive night in the career and life of Jey Uso with the opportunity he will have in just a little bit. But right now the focus is on the new day. Hey, by the way, the 10-year anniversary of birthday. They want to get back to past glory. It's been 3.5 years since
Who are they facing? Oh yeah, American Alpha. Or American Made. Still think they should have Hogan's WCW theme. That would be so kick-ass.
Wade, the Creed brothers about to have their 5th match since being part of Chad Gable's American Made.
I mean, if I would have fallen asleep in 2002 and then woken up today and seen all this, I'd have been like, damn, Kurt Angle made his mark, didn't he? I was like, are these guys all related to him or something? Like, what's going on? Even the logo is kind of the same. Like in the singlets of the Creeds, you know, like that logo, that A thing, it's kind of even, it's very Angle reminiscent. Like, I think it would be great if like they brought Kurt Angle in as like an Arn Anderson or J.J. Dillon, you know? Put him in a tracksuit. Remember when Angle first won the championship? And he kept wearing those like tracksuits, those jumpsuits or whatever they were. And he could like be their manager wearing that. Maybe, you know, a little cowboy hat. Complete the package.
Wrestled at Duke as a two-time NCAA All-American. Was in the Olympic trials in 2016.
So what you're saying is basically the Creeds are two athletes you're best off not locking up with in the first place.
Well, I mean, New Day obviously, with all the great experience as cohesive and in sync of a tag team. And we've seen in history 4 times the Raw Tag Team champion Xavier Woods with New Day. 7 times the SmackDown Tag Team champion.
And you can go on and on. The truth is, though, that was ancient history in this game. Even over 3 years, as you mentioned.
Yes, but they are still capable of competing and winning at the very top. We just saw what happened when they fought for the titles against Judgment Day. But the thing was, wait. Xavier Woods twice in that match against Judgment Day had it won.
Oh, did he? Has Kurt said he wants to manage them? Well, then they should totally bring him in. It's not surprising that Angle would think that. It's kind of just when you see this crew, I'm like, this seems like a full-blown tribute to Kurt Angle. So he should be, you know, the manager or the J.J. Dillon or, you know, how Arn was for Cody. Or maybe even how Flair was for Evolution, you know, that. But Flair wrestled. I don't think Angle should wrestle. I don't care if he gets physical, but I don't think he should have a full-blown match.
Woods has been pretty unhappy of late. Things haven't gone his way. He feels like Kofi Kingston has not necessarily been in the loop when it comes to the plans. Well, now it's Woods' turn to put this thing right. The talk is great. The results have to be better.
I thought the messaging was very, very clear between the two tonight as Kofi understood what was saying. And look at this teamwork as Brutus comes crashing down on Kofi Kingston.
Brutus.
But I thought the messaging was very, very clear to me. And Kofi understood. He turned to Xavier and said, you quarterback this thing. We're going to go with your way. And you didn't see some of the antics that you've seen in the past with Kofi and the New Day up the house. The big right hand forearm of Brutus.
And I like that. Woods has been very explicit. Let's cut out the joking, the fooling around, the trumpet, the unicorn nonsense, the pancakes, until we get back on track. And when we get back on track, we can bring all that stuff back. We can have the fun and games. But wins must come first, and they haven't been there for New Day. Now, there is a part of me.
Standing frog splash. I like it. Brutus, man, he looks like Louis Piccoli to me so much. Fucking Rad Radford in there. Anthony Thompson wants a baby oil match. Southern California has had a baby oil shortage. We're not exactly sure why. Many are of the belief it's due to one man. If olive oil is made from olives, and avocado oil is made from avocados, what is baby oil made of? Oof. Oh, Xavier.
Look at the intensity of Woods. Remember how frustrated he was, feeling they should have had the crowns
Ouch. He's getting... I'm like, don't slap me on the nipples, bro.
Just a step ahead in every way possible have been the New Day thus far.
Got a double super here from each team, I guess. Watch it, guys. I feel like collision's possible. Nope. Ooh, they went sideways on that one. That was a rough landing there for both. That was a little better, but not much better. Ouch. I'm loving the overhead fade to black shots we've been getting. Those are good. Have you guys ever wonder what Kevin Dunn's been up to? Me neither. Don't care. Glad he's gone. Look at the Crocodile Hunters kids. That's crazy how old they are. Crikey.
They're giving you less for the same price. So we're taking our biggest deal and we're making it even bigger. We call it more inflation. For a limited time, when you mix a match,
I used to have a roommate, my roommate Ben. He was a buffoon. And when he would have too much to drink, he would have this. This is when I'm like my early 20s, so keep in mind we're idiots. He would have this alter ego called Crikey. And basically, because at the time we had a hardwood in our house that we rented, and he would start going, and this is when we'd have people over and our girlfriends would be there and shit, and he'd go like, Crikey, and he'd like do a slip and slide on the hardwood floor, like chest first, and he'd just like slide and everything. And one night he was so over the top, it was pretty hilarious, to where anytime he started drinking, everybody who was there, hey, do Crikey, and it would be like this thing that he would have to do. And he would crash into shit. I don't know how many things he broke doing it, but ugh. Crikey. Don't ever go full Crikey. I remember thinking, I gotta move out.
Let go. Did let go. Did you let go?
Update on the game. Still looks like 28-13 Commanders. Couple of blowouts going on. And 37-10 with Buffalo. For those scoring at home.
An impressive sporty style, inside and out. Hunt, power of dreams.
Named 2024 World Car of the Year. North American Utility Vehicle of the Year. And one of Car and Driver's 10 best SUVs.
No picture-in-picture on this either. There's a lot of action going on that we're missing, y'all.
The Triple Crown awarded 3-row Kia EV9. Lease a new 2024 EV9 light long range for $349 a month.
Let's go exploring in the
All right, Tito.
from Hunt, KBB.com.
Tito is emerging.
Best value brand.
Might be looking to hang out.
Ladies and gentlemen, 12 competitors are about to enter the ring. It's game on. You need to be strong and shady.
Yeah, I think it should be noted if you are somebody who frequently scrolls Twitter, keep a lookout for a lot of fake accounts. There's a WrestleVotes one going around today, posting super weird shit. So just before you like something or respond, make sure who's posting it is the actual account and not some bullshit.
Just millimeters away from that tag. It must have felt like 1,000 miles over that clothesline. Perhaps opens up the window that Kofi Kingston has been waiting for.
Remember, Xavier Woods says, I'm quarterback for tonight. We're going with my game plan. Let's see if it works out for the New Day. For the
Hot tag to Kofi coming. The ref's not going to see it. And, of course. Is that referee the guy who gets shot in Goodfellas in the bar? Joe Pesci shoots him in and kills him. That was unfair. Yo, El Magnifico, good to see you. Raw's been pretty good tonight. I think. I don't think it's been horrible. We got a pretty good main event, I believe, that's going to be happening here with Breaker and Uso. I'd like to think this match is going to be good. And I'm also curious to know if, Jey Uso's title shot tonight is just a one-time thing, and then after this, he's going to transition into maybe directing his trajectory into the War Games, area in November, or if it's going to be more of a thing between the two.
Coming up on their 10-year anniversary of being together, but 3.5 years removed from having gold on the main roster.
Damn, that's how long it's been? 3.5 years? New Day and gold? Really? That's crazy. I mean, New Day, they cracked my top 10 favorite tag teams 5 years in. They were already there. So it's crazy. They've been around 10 now. Go, Kofi. I worry like some more miscommunication is going to happen here with Kofi and Xavier, but then Kofi's going to be like, well, you're the one that called the play. This is your idea. Oof. Big trusty. I cannot see Kofi and Xavier winning this match. Another near fall there on, who's that? Julius. So are wrestlers just wearing full-blown sneakers now in the ring? Seems like I see that a lot. I think Kofi's got on Nikes that are like turned into boots somehow. I mean, I know Cena was doing it, but... All right, so Xavier wanted the tag. He directed Kofi. Oh, Gable's being brought in the ring. Are we going to do a DQ here, or what's going on? Remember that one time Xavier videotaped? Never mind. Oh, that's going to be it, man. I think. Stomping the hell out of Gable. Shh. Ref's gonna call. No, ref is still letting this go. Oh! He caught a knee. They're gonna put him down now after that. No, here comes Kofi. Oh, Kofi got knocked out. They're gonna do a Brutus ball. You got a tag. Good job. Oh, what a landing. God, that's rough. And no big win with Xavier being pinned. Well, you can't blame no one. Kofi's like, damn it, now I'm gonna have to listen to this guy complain again. Mm.
To victory tonight. Wow. As we close in on Bad Blood, October 5th in Atlanta. The featured matches everyone is buzzing over is Damien Priest and Finn Balor.
All right, we're gonna get a nice little Priest and Balor vignette here.
There was a saying I used to like to use.
I really do like Priest.
Am I my brother's keeper?
I'm really hoping he doesn't have, like, what Owens had, and he doesn't win the title again. Or what happened to Owens happens to him.
Life can take you to some unexpected places.
Oh, Bengals are coming back on Commanders. 40-10 now. Buffalo over Jacksonville. Fans are gone.
A crew that became a family. A family that gave me.
I mean, all Jacksonville needs is, you know, 6 more touchdowns. Well, 5 more touchdowns. And they'll take the lead. It's not over. God, Dom had the short hair when Judgment Day started. How crazy was that picture?
Always wanted it to be about you. And then what happened? Rhea Ripley becomes world champ. I shed a tear because I was proud of my sister. You sat in a corner with the face of envy. Then I became world champ. On camera, nobody was happier for me than you. But when the camera stopped rolling, you were the first person out the door with the same face of envy. Now, I should have seen it coming, because I know better. You might think my heart makes me weak. Am I my brother's keeper?
I mean, what happens here for the story with Priest and Balor? Like, Priest and Ripley won the mixed tag, right?
Are not my brother. Yo soy tu barca, and a bad blood, te voy a arrancar el corazón.
Because Ripley and Priest, are they both going to win, or is it going to be 1-1? You know, I feel like it's not going to be a clean sweep here. Otherwise, that puts a pretty good hurt in there on the Judgment Day. So I feel like Balor or Liv has got to win.
For the Intercontinental Championship, the second title defense in Bron Breaker's young but spectacular career of this IC title. Against the man
I think Odyssey got himself fired.
after 14 years and has never played singles gold. Can Jey Uso finally break through? Get ready to yeet when we come back for Monday Night Raw.
Oh, we're getting Uncle Howdy stuff. Yeah, I'm curious where the machine guns are going to turn up when we see them for the first time. What's up, Rob Strickland? Killer Bees wore yellow and black Air Jordans. They did? Were Jordans out when Bees were around? I mean, Jordan was like a rookie in like, what, 84? But did he have Jordans by 87 or 86? I guess I should be reading this. You speak, we follow. My life for you. QR code, I'm not doing that. Actually, maybe I can if it goes to commercial. Because I can do a rewind. I'm actually going to do the QR code for the first time ever. I'll show it to whatever it is. I'll show you. There it is. Nope. Ah, crap. Damn it. Sorry, I have to wait for it again. It's going to take me so long, it won't even matter now. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, I'm going to miss it, I guess. It's gone.
Big fight feels on Friday Night SmackDown. Friday, 8/7 Central, only on USA.
Oh, damn it. Did I go too far or something? What happened? Oh, there it is. Damn it. Okay. Okay. QR code. See what it says here. Oh, it's some stupid shit. I can't tell what it is. It looks like it's some stuff in the constellations. I don't know. Bunch of stars. This is why I don't click these things, because I just don't care. I don't care what they mean. Bills have scored again. They're just running up a score now. This is going to be one of those things where the coaches get pissed at each other at the handshake. I don't know why I don't remember Jordans prior to that. I remember Jordans like 88, 89, and beyond, but not before, so I guess I wasn't paying attention. At age 10, I was still playing with wrestling figures and He-Man. He's turning heel at Bad Blood. Okay, I feel like they keep referencing the 10-year anniversary coming up in November, so I thought they were just building up to do it there. But that feels like it's a awfully far way away, considering what they've been doing between the two recently on TV, and Xavier getting increasingly more frustrated, and it feels like stretching that out another 6 weeks would be difficult. So Bad Blood could be the place. There you go. Liv probably retains. Team Rhea Ripley wins War Games, and they do Liv versus Rhea and Saturday Night's main event. All Rhea Ripley winning the belt back on Saturday Night's main event would be perfect. Oh, it'd be so perfect. So how does she retain? What do they do? Maybe interference from other women that can help set that War Games match up. But you also have to remember you got Crown Jewel. That stupid Saudi show is stuck in between there. So if they did another match that involved Ripley and Morgan, I don't know. They already did a mixed tag. And then if you want Ripley to retain again, how can you justify that, you know? So I don't know. I like that whole idea. That Saudi show, though, worries me. I feel like that shit's in the way. If it wasn't here, we'd be in much better shape. So they've used both themes. Like, this is their original, this is their own in-house made theme for Saturday Night's main event, which is great. I arguably might even like it more than Animotion. But they've played both in advertisements. So I'm wondering if they're going to use both. Like, maybe they'll use Obsession by Animotion for the intro, but then they'll use the in-house theme for like the cutscenes and that type of thing. Or when they do shots of the crowd and the announcers are talking, you know, that type of thing. Transition shots or whatever. Yeah, I know. Pure smoothie collection.
Every opportunity that they tried to keep from us. We are the foundation and the future of the women's division. We are pure fusion collective.
Your name is stupid.
Shoot your shot.
Yeah, okay. Theoretically, I should like them together, but something about it just ain't clicking with me. Probably the name.
We just want to be clear on what happened last week, man. Our bad for the miscommunication.
Our bad.
First off, we know. And second, we really don't want that apology unless it comes with a shot at the tag team title. So we do.
They don't even have the tag team titles.
You didn't do it intentionally. Come on, man. I know you'll get through this.
Xavier?
New day. Yeah, we are the new day. And this is unsolicited advice. That'd probably be better used if you went and gave it to your son, Dom.
Who put a stick up your ass, Xavier?
I ain't got time for this.
Fucking whiny bitch now for 2 months.
Worry about next week, so I'll leave you two at it. Oh, here it is. You don't have time for me, but you have time for Finn. Why? Oh, because he's a
Who has time to be
former
pissed off all the time,
world
Xavier?
champion. Just like you are former world champions. You don't have time for guys like me, huh? Come on, man. He did not mean it like that. Of course he did. And now you want to chime into another former world champion. And I'm sick of this. Everybody thinks because I haven't had a singles title that I'm just beneath everybody, huh?
You are. You're beneath everybody, Xavier.
¿Quieres pelear conmigo? Yeah, come on. You want to fight with me? Finn can wait. Next week, you got your fight.
Ooh, you got your fight. Bray, you're going to go up against a Hall of Famer now.
Look, it's their fault. They're in the wrong. You don't see that?
It's their fault. You're the one who got pinned, bitch.
It's unnecessary. Hey, none of this is unnecessary, Cole. This is what we're here for. To win, and we keep losing. We got guys out there disrespecting us all the time.
Oh, here comes Mr. Yeet. He's pretty decked out, man. I hate to see him go down tonight. Is he really going to win the IC title? Maybe he has a chance. Oh, I like the fellow with the Warzone coat. That's cool. It's weird that I can love Jey so much despite not being able to relate to his energy because I'm not in 10th grade. But I still like him. Oh, he almost fell down the steps there. I mean, Jay's over as hell. He is one of those guys to where I think, I hate saying that he doesn't need the title because, I mean, if he keeps losing, people are going to be like, yo, what the F? But he's just over no matter what. His matches can suck. He's still over. Wrestling has always been that way. Fans are just going to like who they like, you know? And you can't force it. And WWE's tried to force it so many times, insisting that someone has, you know, become beloved. And I'm like, we're just not having it, man. Fans have fun with Jey. His entrance is fun. Like I said, if you're someone in the demographic of a, you know, eighth grader to 11th grader or something, or 6th grader to 11th grader, he might be right up your alley. If you're 47, you're saying to yourself, if I put that outfit on and them glasses, people would probably call the police because the mental facility lost a patient.
His opponent, the champ, may well be unbeatable.
6 times he has gone after it to earn a singles championship. 6 times he has failed to do so. But he's been gathering momentum. And look at this crowd. A sellout in Ontario, California.
If I showed up somewhere wearing that, my friends would do like routine wellness checks on me.
The audience has done their job, Joe.
Like, something wrong with Greg. There you go. Raquel, that would be good too. Raquel being a part of that maybe at Bad Blood. I was thinking, like, who could Liv have interfere that, you know, would make sense to cost Rhea Ripley. Having Raquel show up is definitely possible. I thought she was doing better. I know she was really struggling with that skin thing. And I don't remember if there was an injury attached to it or not as well, but I'd like to think she's close to coming back. One of these days we're going to get Charlotte back. One of these days we're going to get Becky back. A lot of talent on the shelf right now. Alexa Bliss. There's a Lily doll apparently backstage tonight. So Alexa, Charlotte, Raquel, Becky. They'll all be back. Yeah, shell shock. Under normal circumstances, this is 1,000,000,000% Bron. I'm not even thinking this is going to go any other way than him winning. You know, but then again, we have seen Jey in a lot of these type of matches, and, you know, he's fallen short. But if he gets beat here tonight and he's just done, then, you know, there's a better chance that he's heading to War Games. But if he wins, you know, his issue with Braun Breaker is gonna continue. But Breaker, you know, normally, you know, he just won. This is a guy that WWE's building is dominance, is just sheer dominance. So booking someone like him who you're trying to smash over, is having him drop the title a month after he wins it something you would normally do with a guy like that? I say no. That's why I think it's his match to win all the way. But if Jey Uso won it, I think it would be fun. And maybe that could be a theme in Breaker's, or a chink in his armor, because he's so unstoppable, intense, and physically gifted, but he's had a couple of mistakes. You know, when him losing to Sami, you know, he kind of, in a lot of ways, you could argue he beat himself. Maybe he had a chance to put him away earlier. He didn't. It cost him. He does something like that here and lets his confidence or his arrogance cost him another match. You know, maybe he's like, okay, this is the second time now I've done this. You know, refocus himself. Maybe even his dad or uncle shows up and slaps some sense into him, and then he just mows down Jey at the next pay-per-view and wins his belt back before you get to War Games. And then Jey can still do that, but that seems unlikely. WWE doesn't hot potato belts like they used to. And Braun and Breaker just doesn't seem like the type of wrestler I would have drop the title a month after winning it. Maybe some other guys, but, you know, he ain't Zack Ryder. No offense to Zack Ryder. We love you, Matt Cardona. I think Zack Ryder will be back. Joshua Aparicio, what is Ico Pro? Ico Pro is the most absolutely delicious muscle-building sports drink and shake that you could ever buy. When you drink it, you grow 3 inches instantly. You add an inch to your dick, and you just get these just enormous biceps. Plus, it's just delicious. You ever had Count Chocula? It's like that. It's just phenomenal. It's great stuff. Had some this morning.
Friday Night SmackDown, live, Fridays at 8 on USA.
Jey by DQ is possible. You can run it back that way. I could see that. Or oh, wow. What are these? Oh, we're still on that game. We're still on the Jaguars game. Jacksonville almost scored. But we could get one of those. I'd actually hate it if this happened because it's just so typical. But, you know, if they did Breaker spearing Jey through the barricade over by the timekeeper table, because that's the only spot in the barricade that you can do it. And then it's just a double count out. That could be a finish like that. And I'm okay with some sort of crazy finish where both guys can't answer the count. If it's crazy enough and it's off the wall enough, then I'm fine with it. I mean, as long as they don't kill each other. But something like that I could see happening and forcing them to do another match. But I don't know if they're going to have another one on Bad Blood. So I feel like the next pay-per-view after that's Saudi Arabia. So if you do a wonky finish like that, there's no way you're going to wait until November 2nd to do Uso and Breaker again. It'll have to be on Raw, I guess. Or Breaker can just slay Jey today. Unintentional rhyming is the best. Last monster standing. So they had that whole video package already made. Ready to go. Breaker or Reed walking through the river. Last monster standing. Well, that ought to be fun next week. That'll be the go home for Bad Blood next week. Kofi and Gable next week as well. Let's see how many of these matches they actually do. I feel like Gable and Kofi is one they could change. That's good. They're going to change that, I bet. And then Rey Mysterio and Xavier Woods. All right, so we already have 3 matches announced for next week. I like it. I wish Dynamite would do that. They were awesome at that back in the day. They're flying by the seat of their pants creatively these days. And they need to be careful or they're going to roll off the rails there. But I loved it in early days. You know, the Excalibur would run down all the matches for next week. I'm like, good, you're 2 steps ahead. You need to be. That was comforting. It ain't like that anymore.
They're still eating here at SoCal. You got to go back to last winter, February 19th edition of Raw. The last time Jey Uso was able to challenge for the Intercontinental Championship. That was in the midst of
Yeah, I guess Ontario's as close they're going to get to me on this run.
now it's a very different type of titleist.
Yes, Julia, and next week will be the last 3-hour Raw. And that's it until it moves to Netflix next year. That's crazy. Crazy. I mean, I don't exactly love Braun Breaker's theme, but it has the right energy level. I mean, it needs to be explosive and loud and probably pretty hard rock.
The badass, Bron Breakker. He may have the elite family pedigree legacy, but he has set his own course. I mean, this dynamic mix of explosive athleticism, the high-level intensity, the arsenal of offense. He has it with his first major championship of his career.
Samantha looking at him. Are you the reason my fiance is not here? All right, we're gonna have. I mean, we're gonna have a good, solid 20-minute match here.
For the official introduction, here's the sensational Samantha Irvin.
The sensational Samantha. Hit it, Samantha. I'll be back in a sec.
Introducing the challenger from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso!
All right, Jay. Do or die time for you sooner or later here, bro.
And his
Samantha doesn't have too over the top introduction for him.
So here we go. 16 years since a very young Wade Barrett and saw an even younger
King Asa, I can definitely see Liv retaining at Bad Blood, but that ain't gonna make it till WrestleMania. I liked whoever's idea it was about doing it on Saturday night's main event. Have Liv retain here, stretch it, have the match on Saturday night's main event, and have Rhea Ripley win there. And I think putting Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns one-on-one on Saturday night's main event would also be super fun.
Bron Breakker looks across at Jey Uso. Of course, Bron Breakker's been dealing with Sami Zayn. He had SummerSlam to capture this championship back on August 3rd, and then defeated him in a 2-out-of-3 falls match on August 12th to retain the championship. But I would imagine Jey Uso stylistically is completely different in so many ways than Sami Zayn. So the strategy and the course has to.
There's a happy early birthday to Kathy Kelly sign in the crowd. Somebody knows that her birthday is coming up. That's crazy. I wish Sergeant Slaughter a happy birthday once in a Waffle House on his birthday, and it blew his mind. It was either Slaughter or Patterson. They were eating together. And I just happened to hear, like, on a hotline report, like, running through, like, wrestlers' birthdays that it was him, and then we ran into him after the show. I was like, happy birthday. And he's like, how the fuck did you know it was my birthday? I think it kind of freaked him out for a second. And I'm like, it's just a dumb coincidence, trust me. I promise I'm not stalking you, Sarge. I really have no reason to.
Suicide dive. Jey Uso off to a great start to get after what could be his first singles championship.
47-10 Buffalo. Come on, Jacksonville. You got this. They got this. They'll come back. Have faith. All y'all acting like it's over. Jacksonville could easily come back and win this. It's been done before.
Blazing fast cricket 5G makes everything better. What else can we power using 5G?
Al Ramos Pro, your guess is as good as mine. I have a hard time believing Bron Breakker's going to drop the title a month after winning it. But, I mean, how many more times can Jey lose these big matches? So, all I'm going to predict is that Breakker is the Intercontinental Champion when Raw is over. They might do a DQ. Jey might win via DQ. There might be a double count out. They might blow apart the barricade and the ref counts them both out. That could happen. But I think Breakker will still be champ at the end of it.
The quicker picker-upper. Bounty absorbs spills like a sponge and is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Nobody knew I existed. But look at all these people.
People believe Arthur Fleck to be some kind of martyr.
Okay, is this another Joker?
Okay, ready? One more.
Oh, Joker 2, I guess. Okay. I haven't seen Joker 1.
So fast, the general's coming with you. Mom, he gave us a regular car insurance and he'll look after you too.
Yep, with flexible payment options for new drivers.
Okay, but why is Shaq coming too?
Tito's got my cord. Watch your pause there, buddy. You're wrapping my mic cord up. There you go.
For a great low rate, go with the General.
At Papa John's, we start with better.
The funny thing is, I can't totally remember if it was Pat or Sarge. I'm pretty sure it was Sarge, though, but Patterson was with him.
Get 2 or more Papa Parents favorites for just $6.99 each. Order now on the app from Papa.
I remember thinking, I'm like, that was probably so weird for him to hear somebody say that to him.
You just have to learn to let go.
Let go.
That's right, let go. Let go. I did let go. Did you let go?
Olive Garden's never-ending pasta bowl is back. Now with our new
Oh, Braun brings out an actual dog to bite Jey Uso. He could.
isn't just back. It's better than ever.
Dogs in wrestling are tough. You don't, you can't really train them to do spots. I mean, I suppose you could if you got the right dog, but
Yeah, I could be into it. Just like a one-time.
I was in the building for the Kennel from Hell. I saw the dog turds. You want them to bite somebody, they're just licking their own balls. It's hard to do. Matilda was all right. Matilda did pretty good. I remember even at, I guess it would have been WrestleMania 4, when Bobby put the dog suit on and whatnot. And I remember when the Bulldogs came out, made their entrances, that dog chased Bobby all around the ring, like actually tried to get at him. I'm like, so they at least trained Matilda to chase the right person. I just recently learned that that was Jesse Ventura's dog, which I guess I never really fully understood why Jesse Ventura left the commentary booth at WrestleMania 3 to go down to the 6-man to take the dog away. And the camera even shows him holding the dog in the cart as it goes back. I'm like, oh, because it's his dog. Never knew that.
Against any opponent, explosive physically, explosive mentally, and the game changed in the blink of an eye.
Oh, we got Obafemi winning the men's Royal Rumble? I don't think so, man. It ain't going to be an up-and-comer this year. It's going to be... I think it's going to be like a Rock or something. I feel like whoever wins the Rumble will be the Cody challenger. So, that ain't going to be an Obafemi.
The self-doubt starts to creep into the mind. Can I do it on my own? He's failed 6 times with a stats guy, Joe. Is this number 7?
Man, that ring is making noise.
These are examples, Wade, of this dynamic, explosive quality of Bron Breakker.
What has taken him to go wherever he has gone in his incredibly short career. You're a betting man. You'd be certain Bron Breakker one day. WWE title, World Heavyweight Championship. The man has no limits whatsoever.
Foundationally, of course, 2 times NXT champion. Just tosses him. And that lower back of Jey Uso, you saw him reaching.
Too easy.
What we're seeing now is the difference between the very
Jey will have his comeback.
in the singles world and the guys who are a couple of steps away from the mountaintop. Take another look at this effortless power and technique.
I mean, there's still a lot of matches, I mean, a ton of matches that we're going to see Bron Breakker in working with some crazy opponents. I mean, imagine Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker. I mean, they're on the same brand even. I feel like they could turn one of them guys face. And that could be pretty fun. I feel like Breakker would make a better face. A little more charismatic.
Right onto that top rope. So here's the difference. Bron Breakker wants to drag you into a war of attrition at every opportunity. Jey Uso can't compete in that sort of physical firefight with Bron.
That's true. If you add Kurt Angle to the mix, Jay's chances of winning drastically go down.
Experience against the relatively inexperienced Bron Breakker. He just hasn't figured out a way how to do that.
Used all that experience in Jey Uso to arrive at this point. Like on August 26th, you had that triple threat ball.
It sucks that you can't make that reference anywhere else in life and nobody will get it.
Sensational fatal 4-way.
If you try to even cut like a portion of that promo or recite it to somebody, like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm happy that it's one of those if you know things.
Retain the title. Oh, are you kidding me?
It's like just wrestling fans are the ones that are going to get that.
How many people on planet Earth are incapable of doing 5 push-ups in a row while Bron Breakker is doing it 10 to 15 minutes into a championship defense and not even breathing heavily?
Yeah, and this could be one of those things, you know, like he's doing push-ups. He's like, this is so easy. I'm like, this is a 14-year vet, son. You made the same mistake with Sami and you got caught.
Immediately fighting Bron Breakker on the backside is the arrogance that you may
Jay's going for a dive just seconds after that vicious beatdown. Nope. Bron got him. Oh, his name. I hate when the commentary team says his name out loud. Bron Breaker. Oh, was that a bulldog, I guess? Jesus, Breaker might have got the worst of that because he kind of bounced. Kind of like Skid. You ever skip a rock on a lake? He kind of like phew, right off the announce table into the barricade on a chair. He's a mess.
Next on USA's newest reality competition show, The Anonymous. With Marcel's fate in his hands, please reveal your box's contents. The game continues to heat up. Alliances have gone up. And while most keep the drama in the hideout, tonight's chat's gonna get a little spicy. We're having fun in this one. One player stirs things up face to face.
Could the Wyatt Six cost Bron Breaker to start a new feud? Sure. Maybe? Are the Wyatt Six baby faces, or what's going on here with them? I mean, Uncle Howdy coming after Bron Breaker. I mean, that's one way to slow down an aggressively, you know, intense guy, is to spook the shit out of him. That could work too.
Last night, Red One was abducted. Santa Claus has been kidnapped. You're the best tracker in the world. You're gonna help us find him.
I work alone. You used to. I'm not gonna lie. I can tell right away. Out of everyone here, I like you the least. We're gearing up.
Breaker was talking about family. Yeah, if there were some hints in there that I didn't catch, maybe. Cool. I mean, something's got to happen here. Because, like, if Bron Breakker was just going to have a successful title defense against a credible challenger that he's going to beat, why would you make it Jey? You know, like, why would you just purposely have Jey lose a match? Because you know Breaker's going to retain. You can put anybody in there instead and still have a very good match, very good main event, and Breaker can win, and you're not beating Jey, who you might still have big hopes or plans for. So Jey is getting another one of these matches. He's had a couple of title matches and a couple of big moments, or opportunities, I should say, and he's fallen short. So if this is like just another one, same old story, you know, at some point it's going to, you know, can he win the big one discussions are really going to start, because he hasn't really yet won the big. He's had moments, but he's lost more big ones than he's won. Several matches versus Roman.
You know when you're living your life and all of a sudden you're out there helping cops solve crimes? That's me.
Let's see, Always Sunny, Caitlin Olsen.
Not today. That big brain of hers is going to help us close a lot of cases.
She is not a detective, is she?
Sounds like a challenge.
Oh,
Got a dead body. Gotta go. High Potential, all new on ABC and stream on
High Potential on ABC. It looks kind of dumb.
He's scrambling to T-Mobile to get that new iPhone 16 Pro on us. It's another shimmy, shimmy, shake. What you think, huh? Like you taste my ice cream truck. Ice cream! You got an iPhone.
Am I going to have to worry about any of y'all being implicated in the Diddy case? You better come forward now, because I don't want to be reading about you in the paper. I know what you get up to, Joshua. I know what you do. I'd like to know that up front.
The Intercontinental Champion Bron Breakker has this match where he wants it against the title-seeking Jey Uso.
The title seeking.
Moments ago, Breakker came plowing through our announcer, sending Jey to the other side, and now Jey looking for a big right hand, and he delivers one and another.
I mean, nothing against Ontario. I'm not even sure if this is like the city I do an IC title change in. I'd save this one for a Allstate Arena Raw, or a Barclays Raw, or a Staples Center Raw, or maybe a Houston Raw. No, some hot town. Charlotte, Atlanta, Philly. New Orleans. Wow. Look at an F5 jumping gut buster. I asked that question last week. I said, is this the first Intercontinental title match between two men whose fathers wrestled each other at WrestleMania? It might be. I just don't know how you research a stat like that without just trying to think of one off the top of your head, and I couldn't. Oh, Samoa. Nice. Samoan drop, no go. All right, now we're going to get into the near fall stage here. Act 3, 5 minutes left, 4 minutes left. Maybe I'm not good at see. They're leaning into that too. I'd be blown away if Jey Uso won this. It would be crazy for Breakker to lose a title this quick, but maybe, man. Oh. Jesus. That top rope Frankensteiner is just ridiculous.
This young man, the badass, is the complete package in every way, and that is why gold is wrapped around his waist. But for 14 years on the main roster, Jey Uso has desired this. 6 times he's gone after a singles championship. 6 times he's been denied. And now taking it to the limit with Bron Breakker. In what is looking like it could shape up as an instant classic. Big uppercut from Breakker.
Uh-oh. Nope. Oh, I thought that was spear coming. That was just a flying elbow, flying forearm. Oh my God, press slam. That's so much power. Nope. Oh, who used to do that? The press up into the thing and boom. Yeah. So I mentioned this before the match that, you know, if Breakker is going to lose, it might be one of those situations where he keeps falling victim to his own confidence type of thing. Bron's going to go for a little jog, I believe. Here he goes. Oh, he hit it too. Well, Jey, if you're going to somehow pull off a victory or a miracle here in the next 120 seconds. Spear to Breakker. No way. No way. Ain't going to be that quick. Jey's just basically speared Breakker on the spear attempt. Splash. I feel like Breakker's going to kick out. Holy shit. I mean, he kicked out, but that's about as close as the 3 you can have. It's all about the eyes. I thought I saw Breakker's eyes watching the ref, but then he was not kicking out when I thought he would. Last minute jerk. He looks pissed now. Oh my God, what a super kick. This might wind up being a count out. And look where they are, guys. Where are they? They're over by the barricade. What a fucking shock. Well, I called the finish, huh? No, he's going to try to get him in the ring. Okay, I thought the referee's going to call for the bell here. Okay, this isn't going to go the way I thought. Wow, he might fucking win. Holy shit. I'm going to not look at the chat because you guys are ahead of me and I don't want to know. Is this it? Well, I'll be damned. Good for you, Jey Uso. I'm surprised that Breakker lost the title that fast. But we kind of had a feeling that maybe it's that confidence thing, and that's what it was. I'm so happy for Jey. Yeah, the more I was thinking out loud, I was like, wait a minute, if Breakker was just going to have a great title defense Raw, a successful defense on Raw in a main event, after a number one contender was determined, but he's just won the belt, so he's not going to drop it, they wouldn't put Jey in there with him. Don't give him yet another big loss. You know, put somebody else in there. So kind of started occurring to me. I'm like, maybe Jey does have a chance. I mean, he got the whole big entrance and everything. I'm like, you're going to do all this just to lose? Pyro for Jey. Happy for Jey. That was a needed victory. That was a much needed championship victory. That's very cool. Right on. And that's the end of Monday Night Raw. Man, I had a feeling. I'm like, I'm going to get off the chat. I have a feeling Jey Uso might actually win the title. All right. Well, that's a wrap on Monday Night Raw. That makes me very happy. So if you're just tuning in, Raw just ended. We'll talk for 2 seconds about it. That was a really, really fun main event, Intercontinental title match between Bron Breakker defending against Jey Uso, and Jey Uso did get the upset win. And we were talking about it, if they were going to maybe stretch this out, do another match, do a DQ or whatever. But as we were watching the match and watching it unfold, it became clear that Jey Uso might actually have a chance. So I'm happy. Now they're probably going to turn around and run this back, rematch, maybe Saudi. I doubt Bad Blood. No, King Azza, I don't think it's going to be Bad Blood. I don't know if there's room on the card. We already have 5, maybe even 6 matches. And you still got Sami and Gunther to think about. So unless they're going to make this like an 8-match card, I don't think it's going to be here. You might run it back. Saudi's kind of far away, though. So maybe it is Bad Blood. They might do it on Bad Blood. I just don't think so. I wouldn't switch the title back that quick. If you put the belt on Jey Uso and then Bron Breakker wins the belt back at Bad Blood, what was the point of putting it on Jey Uso? I just don't think WWE's really in the business of hot potatoing the belt for funsies. So no, I don't think Bad Blood, but I think Breakker will probably win the belt back, and I think Saudi Arabia is more likely for that. So we'll keep our eye on it. But thanks again, guys, for joining us tonight for Monday Night Raw. Now, finally, our audience is beefing up a little bit, but I thought the show was pretty good, and especially that main event. Happy for Jey. We still got no official announcement on Sami and Gunther. They are stretching this out. Gunther denied him again. So looks like they might not get there for Bad Blood. This might stretch to Saudi Arabia as well. So we will see. But I appreciate you guys being here this evening. Do me a favor, smash that like button on your way out the door. And I will be talking to y'all on Wednesday. We will be back here watching AEW Grand Slam. So thanks again for another fun Monday. And I'll talk